I think that's it, mate. I think we're in.
Let's get in.
We're in.
Let's get this dish and win started.
It's Thursday already. Right, here we go. Let's get this dish and win up and running. Here comes the spin. You ready for the spin, mate?
How much is it this week, Stuart?
635 quidinios.
Serious money.
Some serious moolah flying around. Right, let's have a look. Let's spin this wheel. Let's get going.
Yeah, I think we need to advertise this dish
Please,
and win
please
more.
don't be me. Paul McCambridge, that's you!
I need this.
Come on, this is your trip to Malaysia.
Mate,
this is your trip to Malaysia
I need
to go out
this
and see
money.
your new wife.
I need this money to eat.
Well, good luck, Paul.
My breaking's been so bad.
Right, I've got to get someone else in to commentate this with me. This will be brilliant. I'm excited for this one. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Paul, get a ball off the break at least. Give us something to cheer for. Give us something to cheer for. Remember we agreed to split it if you win.
No, he said he was going to split
No,
it
he's
with
going to
me.
split it with me,
No,
mate.
with
He's
me.
going to split it with me, mate. He's going to split it with me, mate. Right, let's get this off. Let's get this off. Here we go. Any chalk about? He's after some chalk now. God, he doesn't want everything, does he? There is chalk about, yeah, ask Jake. Right then. Well, so we've had a couple of real poor attempts at this as of recent from some very, very good players. So maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe we need a lesser player. Not saying Paul McCambridge is a lesser player, but he is compared to like Dave Morgan and Justin and all that sort of stuff. All these players have had a go in the last couple of weeks and they've all failed miserably. So maybe it's down to the more casual player, the Division 3 player, Paul McCambridge. He's got as good a chance as anyone. He can dish. I've seen him do it. He's been playing real well. He's currently top of Division 3 at the moment. He's only lost the one match and he's played all of his matches, so he's currently sitting at the top, but other players around him do have some games to play. He might get knocked off that top spot. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but he will he will be excited. I think this is his first attempt at the dish and win, which is interesting. Have a look here. Make sure we've got everything set up here. What do you think of this then, Jake? What's his chances of this? I think he's got as good a chance as anyone, isn't he?
Right. All I'm saying, mate.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Is I'm just going to hover my finger just over
Have
here,
we got
mate.
the action cam working yet? Yes. It's a bit
My
dark.
finger's going to hover about there, blood.
You reckon it's coming off the table?
White ball off the table.
You reckon white ball off the table? Cut break.
He's going to go for it hard.
Cut break.
He's going to go for it hard,
Yeah.
mate. He's going to wally them.
He wants this bad, mate.
I know he does.
He does, yeah.
He needs the rent, mate. He just said he can't even afford hot water to wash his dishes at the moment, so he needs to dish today.
Right, here we go. We've had a couple of more top players had a go at this last couple of weeks. No luck. I said to him, Paul, get one off the break at least. Let's have a look at it. Let's have some drama.
He's going straight down the line. Oh,
That's terrible! Oh, Paul, you lucky man. That
He's
is
got ball, and he's
a-
got red, and there's
It's
chances.
a horrible split, but yeah, like you said, there's chances. That was a really... He usually breaks so well as well.
Yeah,
And he's had a real poor break.
They've not split there. They have not split there. This is going to be a case of pick away probably the easier colours until you get down to about 2 balls, and it gets really tough.
Right, he's away. He's he's got something going here.
Needs to take the one over the pocket now. Don't play the plant. It can go wrong. Good lad. Full brain on. He's whacked them.
See what happens.
Proper gone
See
for
what
that.
happens. He's got one. He's got... Oh, I don't think he can see that. Oh, I don't think he can see it. He's having a look now. He can't see it. God, that camera's really dark. We'll have to change that in a second.
That's just because of the vignette that we have around the...
He's looking at this long plant. This is a nightmare of a shot if he's looking at that plant. Can he see this one? I think he can. He thinks he can. It's a tough one.
I get it!
Oh, Paul!
Oh,
It's not in the right spot. Hold on,
we'll
hold
sort
on.
that. We'll sort that. We'll get that now. Don't worry about that.
Right, I
And
see,
then that, and then that
I
needs
see
to be
what's
dragged
going on.
down. And no, a bit of live editing. You can't go wrong,
But
guys.
the camera's been moved. The camera's been moved. We'll have to go sort it out. We'll have a look at it. Don't panic. But unlucky, Mr. McCambridge. He wasn't the best of breaks. He had a good effort. It was a good effort. But yeah, there we go. Rolls over. 635 in the pot for next week. Wow. Paul, what happened out there, mate? What happened out there?
You know, it didn't look good, but there was a chance there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a terrible split.
Well,
It's still pretty much as you left it.
Hang on. I planned that split.
What do you mean you planned that? You planned a bad break?
If that was a game, it's a bad break. But in the dish and win, what you want is some of the colours of one colour to come out and all the other colours to stay clustered and a couple of reds.
Who's told you that?
Mate, I've been thinking about this
Who's
for
told
weeks.
you that?
I've been thinking about this for weeks. So I tried to get all the reds out of the cluster and leave the yellows in there so they don't get in the way. If I hadn't have gone in off, if that backspin that I put on it actually had worked instead of following through.
The table rolled off.
Exactly.
The table rolled off.
Table rolled
Look at
off.
that. Guru of Tux is in. How you doing, lad? This is how I know it's Thursday night. There's people set up their weeks around Thursday Night Flyer now. You know that, right?
I know. That's what my week's spelled.
I mean,
around.
there's no. That's the name of our stream. No Euros tonight. Watch this instead.
Absolutely.
Might as well. Chuck it on. Right. Who is coming up first on the stream table? I think we've got the mighty Bush Pig.
What's a draw?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Let me get it up here. Right, here we are. Let's get him in there. There we go. Right, let's get that back on. Okay. So, first up, well, we have Justin Bishop against David Hammond. Cleon Jones, becoming a fan favourite down here, against Dan Richards. Tough one. Tough starter for the young boy. And then we got Jacob Jones against Daniel Evans.
Ooh.
And then we got a bit of a wild card. We got Leroy Smith.
Big Leroy.
Leroy Smith is down to throw his hat into the mix. And he's going to be playing against Ridan Davis. Going to have a tough match against Ridan, I think. I
don't know. Leroy ain't bad. Ridan has been down for the last few weeks and he's in decent form.
Yeah.
I think Leroy will push him a bit though.
Maybe. And then already through with a couple of buys, we've got Jacob Bayless through to the next round waiting for the winner of this match. Yeah. And we've got yourself in the other quarterfinal waiting for the winner of Leon and Dan Richards. So that's a tough one if Dan gets through for you. And then Jacob Jones against Daniel Evans will play Shane Lewis. And then John Jacobs is also in the building as well. And he'll be waiting to play either Leroy or Ridan. But first up on the main table, we've got Justin the Bush Pig.
Just looking at that draw,
Yeah.
similar to the Euros, there's one half that's strong and one half that's less strong.
Are you England? Are you England in this draw?
Unfortunately not. I'm in the top half, which has got Jacob, it's got Justin
Dan.
Bishop and Dan Richards. So if I was to pick a winner of this tonight, it's between Justin Bishop, Dan Richards and Jacob Bayless. Jacob Bayless, current reigning champion. Justin won the two before that.
Yeah.
And Dan Richards won many. All those three are in the same half. You've got the likes of Ridan, Leroy Smith, Jacob Jones, Daniel Evans, Shane Lewis and John Jacobs. One of those is going to get to the final.
One of them has the chance to get into the final.
Daniel Evans, Jacob Jones, Leroy Smith, Ridan Davis, Shane Lewis and John Jacobs. One of those players is getting to the final.
They have a good chance.
Neither of them have been to the final. We will have a new finalist tonight.
Interesting stuff. Well, first we've got to see how David gets on against the mighty Bush Pig. The Bush Pig had a tough week last week going out in the quarterfinals, was it? I believe the quarterfinals to Laura Jones. Laura Jones gave him a bit of a pasting.
So these two have played many's a time. Justin usually batters David.
They're good friends, I believe.
I think David feels a bit of an inferiority complex against the Bush Pig, but David, he's been on a good run. He had a good run last week as well. Doing okay in his Division 4, is he in?
Who?
David Hammond, I think he's
Division 4, yes.
Division 4.
Yeah, he'll be coming up, I imagine. See, David, this is not the best of breaks from Justin. Nothing went in, but he hasn't left David with too many options. Going to have to take this yellow into the bottom left. But he can play, David. He can play, and he would love to get one over on his friend Justin the Bush Pig.
Yeah, he's been on good form as well, David. He had a good run. I think if you remember, I think he got to the semis last week.
Yeah.
Lost to Sean in a hill. So he was very close to the final. So he's capable of winning 4 frames. You know, a longer match, I think Justin would do him. I still think Justin will do him in a race to 4. But if David can start well, just put a bit of pressure on. We know that with the Bush Pig, was put a bit of pressure on him last week with Laura Jones, and he collapsed.
Yeah.
Wanted to get that yellow in behind the red at the very least. You just can't make those mistakes against the Bushmeister.
Bushinio.
Whereas Justin, I think, might struggle against some players that he definitely knows. He's played David so many times. Can relax against David, I think.
Covered that pocket well up there. That's what he does. He's not only is he a very good potter, he's also a very clever strategist as well when he needs to be.
He's got everything, and I think Justin is the most consistent player down here. Does that mean he's the best player? I don't know.
Well, Shane's pretty consistent.
Good point. It's a good point.
You can be consistently awful at something. I'm not saying that about Shane. I'm just saying that you can be consistently awful at something. Doesn't mean you're good.
Justin has.
Look at this here.
Justin's got the highest percentage of winning
In these flyers, yes, he does.
in these flights. The highest percentage of winning. Now, there's other people who haven't been down as much, but even considering that, Justin has won the most. You're talking about the likes of Dave Morgan, Dan Richards,
Jacob, Graham, stuff like that.
They can all beat the Bush Pig, but Bush Pig does seem to win a little bit more, in my opinion. Still a bit gutted with that dish and win.
Yeah, me too. I was hoping you'd crack on with it.
Even though it was a bad break that I planned to get those.
You
reds
planned
out.
You're still sticking the fact that you planned the bad
If you
break.
Look at. I'll show you again later. I got 3 reds out, all the yellows stuck together, and I had a chance to split. And if I hadn't gone in off, there was a red down on the bottom right, and I could have went into the pack. There was a serious chance there.
LNF in the chat. Hi guys and watchers, join in for another Thursday night flyer as usual. Here we are. How is everyone at the Lamb and Flag?
Who's representing Ryder tonight?
We've got Dan Richards in tonight.
Be a Ryder man, Dan.
Gotta be.
Hard man, Dan.
He's got to be.
I think it's a really tasty draw for the likes of Leroy Smith, Ridan Davis. In fact,
I think we might see Leroy on the stream table after this match.
I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it right now. The winner of that game between Ridan and Leroy, I think, can make the final.
I think he can. So what? The winner of Ridan and Leroy plays John Jacobs.
Plays John Jacobs.
Yeah.
John's a solid player, but a beatable player.
Yeah.
That bottom half of the draw is so open for a player to come through. There will be a new finalist tonight. All the big boys are in the top half of the draw.
Justin with a nice little developing shot. Good thing. I mean, David has covered that bottom left bag somewhat. I think Justin might be able to pop the red in and get at least get the yellow out of there if he needs to.
I like Justin's trainers.
Got brand new trainers with MRC winnings again.
Yeah, well, the same ones he had a couple of weeks ago, but he did buy them with MRC winnings. The thing about Justin is, I think, first off, he shouldn't get any lucky shots. He gets a lot of luck.
Should be illegal, yeah.
So it should be illegal, and whatever colour is the best off the break, he should choose the other colour. Then it's an interesting match.
So what's he going to do with this red down here? Huh?
A bit thin to pot this one in. Get on it, but let's see if he can avoid the 2 yellows.
Ooh!
Yeah.
It's popped out. This is a chance.
Yeah, he's trying to.
This could be a chance.
He's trying to come down the left-hand side of that red, put it into the bottom right. Just missed that. Just thought it was a little thin. He did play it with a bit of pace, and it will rattle. Now, it's not been that kind to David here.
No, he's got a tough starter here. Oh, you can see this yellow right at the top.
Well,
that's
if he
not
can
too
nip
bad.
this in and control the pace of the
Or
white.
even cover the pocket, second best. He's got that. Doesn't want to flick that yellow away from that pocket. Oh, he's snoot. Now he has to go for that cushion ball.
But what he can do here is he can take this in, but yeah, I think he can get him behind that red. Top right with one of those 2 yellows.
Maybe.
And that could be his saving grace at the moment. Needs to put a little bit of left-hand side.
Straighten this up a little bit.
Ideal. Oh, you got a nice kiss off the red there. This could
How's
be
your
another
luck?
nice kiss.
That's all right.
That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all.
Leon Jones goes 1-0 up against Dan Richards.
That was fast.
My. That was
Wow.
fast. That was fast.
Actually, the winner of that match,
Would you rather Dan or Leon?
definitely Cleon, but
If Leon's beating Dan, he must be playing some serious pool. So
well, that was extremely fast. I wonder if a black's been potted there. I've never beat Dan Richards and I've never played young Cleon.
Leon.
Every time Cleon watches me play, I'm terrible, so I think Leon will fancy his chances. Oh, Leon just
It
dished
was a
me
dish.
forward.
Confirmed it was a dish against Dan.
Why have you played the double there, David Hammond?
Yeah. Strange shot. He would have had to have played another double there anyway.
No.
Tough.
What?
Didn't think he could sneak that yellow in up behind the red or what?
He could have definitely got in behind that red. There's no doubt. And you have to take your chances against the bush pig. Unfortunately, he has to cut this, so he's going to have to come off a couple of cushions, maybe 3. Oh, instead you just push the black onto the pocket. Lovely cannon shot by Justin. Did not see that at all.
Easy peasy.
Beautiful. David had a chance. Bishop, they're all it.
Got some camera issues creeping up. The action cam's on a wonk, I've seen. Trying to get Taco on the case. It's kind of hard to do. I guess if he can't see where where the camera is facing, but he'll figure it out. That's what he gets paid for.
Tricky reds here for Justin. Any man can solve the problem. Be him.
Oh, he's in between a little bit, yeah?
I'm not entirely convinced he wanted to pot that.
Whoever set the rack in the previous frame must be fired.
Ed Lewis from Spain.
Ed Lewis all the way from España. Oh. Spain.
I'll be having a good time in Spain,
Yeah,
Ed.
yeah. Enjoy it.
Well, Paul Robinson earlier won his 3rd out of 3 in Division 1, Ed, so he's catching you in that Division 1. A Finch.
Still way on. It's still like...
Taco a bit angry there when you and him were having a discussion about the camera.
Well, he's not, he's not doing his job, is he?
He's got one job.
One job, make sure the camera's straight. That's it. That's all we've asked him to do.
One job, Taco.
You go sit down then.
He did seem a bit flustered.
Just got out of gear. Just got out of gear.
I wonder if Ed's on holiday mode there.
He's got to be pissed.
A few
Got to be.
Spanish lagers. Sol.
David's still at the table here, though.
Yellows were the more open balls. Got an angle to sort of screw across, nudge into those 2 yellows. Even get one of those reds out of the way. He's trying to plant here, I think. Risky. It's terrible. That's just not... Well, maybe it's not the right shot. Maybe it was. Either way, the execution... Again, a key moment. David's just come up a bit short. Hit it many times. Justin Bishop is deadly with 2 shots. White was close. Very close to going in off there. As long as that red over the right centre bag drops, and I think it should. Any problems here for the bush pig to go 2-0 up? A delicate one, I think. Wants to at least pass the black. That was the only risk that he could snooker himself on the black. I think he's going to have to bend this a little bit.
got it.
He's got it. It was lost to white again. He snookered himself again.
Oh, that's better.
With the reds, with the yellows, I should say, as they are, Justin really needs to hit this. Not just hit it, maybe pot it into the right center. He's just skimmed it, tied up one of the yellows. There is a chance here for David to knock this one into the left center. Just hold for the one to the bottom right. And there is a snooker opportunity for sure for David. Might be tempted to play it now. Just rattle this one. Put that white in behind the yellow. No need to pot this unless he feels he can develop and clear. I mean, it's a little risky, that shot. It's aggressive.
Yeah.
And it maybe was there to play. Got to be 100% against the bush pig when you've got a chance like that.
Ed Lewis, he's figured it out now. Just got out of the sea in time for the Thursday flyer. Good lad.
What do you do if you're in David's shoes here? He's in
Cut
a
it in.
nightmare.
Cut it in bottom left. Like this.
It's a cut double, I think.
Off.
Could go in behind the yellow.
How do people feel about my singles league suggestion? What is your singles league suggestion, mate? Know what you're on about?
Missed it, you know. The bush pig's missed it. He's got a safe white. Does David try the long double? He wants to leave the white down this half of the table. Just the great single ball potter. Oh, he's got the double kiss.
No.
Careless. Careless. Not a gimme, but a man as talented as a bush pig knocks these in for fun. He's overcut.
Oh my
again.
God! What's going on?
Justin is looking a little bit ragged out there.
Lost his powers.
And
His bush pig powers.
David, without playing extraordinary, I mean, he really could have had that first frame. A nice cut here into the devil's bag. Cut needed here from David. Oh, far too thin. Because it was so thin, he's left a white down this half of the table somehow.
Still another chance for Justin to shake off those two misses. Still win this frame. He doesn't make a mistake that time.
Close to the left centre bag.
Wow, Justin looking a little bit dodgy.
Ed Lewis, third, plays fourth. Winner plays second. Winner plays first. No real advantage of finishing first over fourth. You know, I like that, Stuart, because I'm guaranteed first or second. That helps me in some way. But what it does mean is that if you win the league, then you've got promotion guaranteed.
Yeah.
We'll have a chat about it. Not that I have anything to do with it, Ed.
You mean winner plays first?
Like, winner's already in the final.
Right.
Final position.
Right, so first and second, they're in a final. Winner plays second, he says, and then winner plays first.
The winner of the third place and fourth place plays the person who finished second.
Oh!
And then the winner of that match plays
Oh, I
the
see.
final. So
So
the league finalist only has one match.
You're guaranteed to be.
Right.
You could maybe do that for Division 1.
No, I think it's the
about
same
it.
money for everyone.
But the advantage of finishing first is that
You don't have to play
you play fourth, which should theoretically be a weaker
you don't
player
have to
than
play a
second or third.
semi-final, so that is a big advantage to finishing first. Like, you want to finish first, so you don't have to roll the dice and play in a semi-final to get promoted.
Well, the discussions will be had.
Yeah, it's interesting that, Ed. Interesting stuff.
Not necessarily mean this.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
I was just saying to Ed earlier that Paul Robinson won his match again.
Yeah, good performance today against Mike Griffiths.
So there's three unbeaten players. Ed is 4 out of 4. Paul Robinson's 3 out of 3, and Dave Morgan, he's only played one, but he won it.
Yeah. Still lots of pool to be played. Yeah, I think we get the picture, Ed. I think I understand.
I'll tell you what, Ed. Stuart has to play James Wilson. And if Stuart,
do, yeah.
if Stuart beats James, which is unlikely,
What?
but if Stuart beats James and I win that league, and then we should do Ed Lewis' suggestion.
Tell you what, we need some beverages.
Anyway, back to this frame. Not really commented much on this. You see Justin's got a couple of ugly reds. It's just been that one shot short in each frame. The way the reds are here, not pretty. He doesn't want to go in off here. He needs to screw this a bit. He has done so and got the white
Tell you what,
in behind those two
it's a
yellows.
snooker. No, it's not. Can you see that top red? I think you can, maybe.
Down fast. Didn't think initially could see it. Able to nibble a touch of it. Doesn't want it on the cushion. Not easy for David here, but he has got the red cover down into the bottom right.
Hello. Oh!
Another mistake by David. How does Justin play to get on this final red?
Like, hasn't got it. That yellow is looking pretty ugly down there now, though. But he's got another little snooker, though. He's delicate enough. He's going for the double. He can't help himself. Tell you what. Oh.
Now Justin does have an opportunity. Come off the bottom cushion into that red, or serious screw directly towards it. Black could be in the way.
Yeah.
So I think if he can avoid the two yellows, he might come off the bottom cushion. Couldn't do that. But he has got a double chance.
He does. Guys, we've got 2 likes on this stream. Chuck a like in. Get the likes up.
Oh, Zed already got his match with French planned. Midday shoot on Tuesday.
That should be a good one. Should be a belter.
Off the back.
Whoosh. Right, snookers galore now, innit? Got to be.
Keep this frame going for another hour.
Easy.
Can we check on the other scores?
We can.
Leon is 2-1 up on Dan Richards. Leon,
goodness.
youngster must be playing well. Yes, there by David. So 2-1 to play on. Daniel Evans and Jacob Jones 1 apiece.
There's a tough pot down the rail here. It, and it hasn't covered the bag that well either. Still chances for David in this frame.
Young Cleon, surprisingly 2-1 up on Dan Richards. Be a hell of a result for the youngster. Behind the black and the yellow here.
Oh!
Oh, it's just so many mistakes.
That's so sad. No need.
He's had chances in every frame.
Yeah.
And David at his best could have been 3-0 up. Just think there's something about the bush pig. Gets in his head. Justin has not had to play well. Looks a shoe in to go 3-0 up. Nowhere near his best, Justin, and I think he's going to have to play better than this. Beat. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Just squeaks past.
Just a boot.
Should be going 3-0 up.
Leon Jones back at the table. Justin does take the 3-0 advantage. Look at Leon Jones there on the reds. And Richards on the black.
Just red. He didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to pot it.
Nightmare.
He doesn't look happy. The red did drop. Don't get many opportunities to beat the bush pig, but he's 3-0 up here, and he's not played well. He's been nowhere near his best. David Hammond, if he had been anywhere near his own top gear, he could have been 3-0 up. He's had big chances in every frame, and it was big errors. That's like my break on a dish and win.
You think he's done that on purpose?
See, I said you only do it for the dish and win. So what I mean here is he's not quite as good as mine, but he's got a few yellows. He's almost got all those yellows out. If that red wasn't there in the bottom, he'd pot those two yellows at the bottom All the reds are clustered together. David. Oh, David.
Shakes his head.
He's completely fallen apart.
Disbelief.
Here. Completely fallen apart. There's big sweat patches on his t-shirt. He's struggling out there.
Justin trying to figure out some sort of a
1, 2, 3, 4,
massive
5,
plant.
6, 7, 8. An octuple plant attempt here, perhaps.
What is going on in this frame?
Ugly frame. It's an ugly one.
Oh my God!
This is a.
Hold on.
Hang on, all right. Well, look, he's not played great, but let's not break your skull over it.
No, it's not worth it.
Might be good for the stream.
What a death!
Not a death, just a fractured skull. You can survive a fractured skull. Pretty serious injury. Something. It takes a serious bit of force to fracture Justin's skull. Look at the size of that. Used to be a boxer in the 80s. Marvin Hagler.
Yeah.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And he x-rayed his skull and it was shown to be quite thick.
Hold on. LNF down at £1.99. Get in there.
And
Get in there, the LNF. Look at that. Merry Christmas.
Another little inch towards the
Yeah.
new table.
Need to change that now. £2 of that.
I was thinking, what if the dish and win gets up to 1,500?
Yeah. Do we just take it?
Just take it and get a new table and start it again.
Bugger it. I think we might get a few upset competitors.
I don't know. You can just say.
What if we put it in the terms and conditions? Listen, if it reaches this amount, then we take it.
Well, if you do that over the next couple of weeks, then people know that if this gets up to 1,500, we're going to use it for a new table. Until then, you can win it. Might not be a bad idea.
Thoughts on that, guys? I mean, I'm keen. Right, 225.
We're almost
27.
halfway there to a new table.
There it is, 227. £2 closer. Magic.
Let's go
Get in there.
Let's go out and tell David that someone is putting a bit of money in appreciation of his pull because he's struggling out there. David is really struggling.
David is from Raider. David Hammond is a Raider lad. Come on, David. Says all of Raider.
They need him. He needs him. David's having a tough time out there, despite what's been some horrible shots by David. He's got a huge chance here.
Yeah.
If he could pot, I mean, I don't fancy him to pot anything at the minute. Those reds are fairly open.
Brad, you'd be looking at clearing up from here, wouldn't you?
There's a chance. There is a chance. The red slightly to the right of the yellows is a little awkward, but very potable.
It's okay. Not perfect. Two against Dan Richards, Leon. Daniel Evans 2-1 down against Jacob Jones.
Got a decent enough white there. Or has he? Can this yellow sneak behind?
If nobody can pot 8 balls consecutively in several months, I'd say pinch the lot, lads. Yeah, well, smart man, Ed. Smart man.
Ed, it's getting the serious cash. This might be worth your while getting down here on a Thursday. It could be over 650 quid just for a dish.
We all have bad days, David, but come on, the comeback is on. Maybe. It's not over yet. Tux has his back.
Justin hasn't been at his best. Hasn't needed to be anywhere near it.
Buddy! Gets the win anyway.
Crushes David 4-0.
4-0.
David nowhere near his best.
Oh, man.
Frustrating because Justin wasn't at his best either at all.
No. Right, we got a new, well, not a newcomer, but someone we don't see on the definitely not on the stream a lot. I think he might be a stream first, actually.
He's an MMA fighter.
This is an MMA fighter, Leroy Smith. Moonlights as a professional pool player. Well, does he? We'll find out. We'll find out. We got Leroy Smith against Ridan Davis coming up very shortly.
Well, Justin wasn't at his best, but we got a tasty second round lineup. The last 3 weeks of winners here, 2 of those were Justin Bishop, and last week was Jacob Bayless. They're playing each other in the quarterfinals.
That might be the next matchup on the stream table. It has to be, doesn't it?
Probably will be, I would
Probably
imagine.
will be. So Leroy Smith used to play quite a lot of pool back in the day, back in Landard glory days of pool.
He can pot a ball.
He can pot a ball. He's a sportsman. He's an athlete. An athlete. Student athlete.
Ridan will be slight favourite. Well, strong favourite, I would say.
Look, there's the boy. There's the Leroy, the MMA fighter.
MMA fighter.
MMA fighter Leroy. He's also a bus driver.
He's a laid-back character as Leroy.
Yeah.
He's got a chance. I mean,
He's definitely got a
bottom
chance. He
half
can
of the
play.
draw.
3-2 to Dan Richards against Leon Jones. Leon slipping up maybe right at the end. Ed Lewis, I haven't seen Leroy play in 15 years. Well, let's see if he's gotten any better, Ed. Was he any good? Was he any good? Tell me. Because he says he was really good.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of needle in this game.
He's a competitor. Leroy is a top competitor. He wants to win for sure.
Ridan's a strong character. I reckon it could be a bit of a clash of characters here.
But Leroy definitely wasn't expecting to be on the stream table. He's a little bit like, oh shit. Oh no.
You only joined. Look, I told you there's needle already. Look at this. Get on it.
Getting in,
Get in there.
Ridan, does he know he's an MMA fighter? I don't think he'd be giving him that much.
Ridan, he's an
much
MMA
stuff.
fighter. He's telling them they have to lag. This could be a blockbuster.
Go on then, Leroy. Let's have a look at you, son. Taking it from a far way back,
bit of
yeah.
tactics,
Mind games.
bit of tactics.
Tell you what, Ridan's absolutely hammered it.
It's worked.
Leroy wins the break.
That's a good tactic. I've never thought of that.
Start real far back.
Yeah. 'Cause I always hit it too hard.
Yeah, but I think you'll overcompensate.
I think this is all tactics by Leroy. I don't know
Oh,
how to set them up.
He's using that cue. Yeah, that's fine. That's the cue I use. Good luck in that cue, Leroy. There's good luck in that cue, mate.
I don't know what a triangle is. Can you pass me the square, please? And then he just dishes.
I don't know if he's ever had a dish in his life. Ed, would you know if he's ever had a dish? Has Leroy ever had a dish? No answer from anybody. Nobody wants to help me at all. So I'm gonna go with no.
Well, you're gonna see one right now. Match on the stream for Leroy. Big old brick.
Big old dry one.
It goes dry.
Oh, interesting split that actually. It's not a couple of awkward balls for both colours. I think red's probably the better of the two potentially. That red covering the bottom left bag.
Yeah, definitely reds. Important first shot.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the first shot.
Rocket's end is the Ridan. Want to cover that bottom right bag or control that pocket at the moment. He's a little jabber Ridan, isn't he?
Yeah.
He jabs that with the cue. He stays
Leroy's a bit of a jabber as well.
fairly upright
In the boxing ring.
and sort of jabs it.
Whoa! Chance for Leroy to come to the table, Yerbat.
I like Leroy's socks. Nice sort of orange glow around the top of them.
Right then, Leroy, no pressure. Ignore the camera. Ignore the 17 million people watching.
Well, it's awkward for Leroy.
Tough start,
These
here, but if
yellows.
you can cover the pocket, it's not the end of the world. This boy's played before.
He's it's all gamesmanship. Why is one of his socks got 2 orange?
I think it's just folded down, the other one. Yeah, I think that's what, just a bit of gravity.
Thin one this. Oh, I think he missed the cut into the right centre.
Shake that off, Leroy, that's all right.
But no foul given away.
No foul.
Ridan,
5 likes in the stream. Can we get up over 10? I think we can if we all stick together.
Ridan in a strong
10
position.
likes. Yeah, definitely. Leroy, get your ass out of the way.
Look how high up he stands, Ridan. Is that a mobility issue? Is it?
Could be. Could be.
I mean, you can definitely get that. I think you can bounce that yellow just off the underside of that red. Even covering the bag might not be the worst thing in the world.
The red's tied up.
Well, he was in trouble on this frame, but now he's tied that red up, so he's got himself
Fair,
in the
Ridan
frame.
hasn't got a pot on here at all. At all.
Look at that, another little jab.
Yeah.
I mean, Leroy's familiar with jabs.
Yeah, Leroy's got a tough one now into
He
the
should
bottom
be able-
left.
he should be
into
able
the
to
devil's
parry.
bag. Parry the jabs.
Leroy knows how to defend the jab.
Groove Tuck says you're allowed 4 likes. Well, you got 4 YouTube accounts, mate. That's class.
If you want to end up 3-0 down with me having the black over the bag, then yeah.
Yeah, we can push a match on.
Yep, that's it. Forfeit.
Forfeit for Dan Richards. Oh, he's recovered that bottom right pocket now. It's a tough spot for Leroy to deal with this.
And
You know, you just split those 2 yellows up and just roll the yellow down, just cluster things up down there, make it awkward.
skill shot on here.
Because what I'd be thinking is I try and leave it where the only ball Ridan can see is that top left one, so he has to get rid of it. Then hopefully he doesn't pot his other ball, I don't know, and then you can snooker him.
Against a good player, I wouldn't play that because I think they would pot
Probably.
that top left and clear up. There's a skill shot on here though, Stuart. You can see that full ball of the yellow. Catches that red perfectly. He could get them both in. I don't think he's going to play it, but it's on. Good old think. Mr. Smith. Get 2 in 1 attempt.
Cut. Tough cut. But, I mean, the black's been tied up somewhat. It does go into the top half of the table, into the middle left. The yellow is a little bit of a thorn for Ridan at the moment. Well, that bottom right pocket is well and truly covered now. No skill shot available anymore. But it's an easy snooker on for Leroy.
It's an easy one, but it's also an easy one to get out of. Big target can come off the cushion. Ideally, wants to try and avoid one cushion escape. I think that's what he's trying to. The black and the yellow might be blocking that.
Just see an edge of this red? I think he might be able to, you know.
He has
If
a
he
little
can.
look.
It might be too... Is it too thin to cut it in? I don't know. No, it's not. Looks all right. I don't... Whoa.
Tricky.
Straight on it. That was
Two
yellow
shots.
first. That was yellow first. 2 shots to the Smith. Big, big chance now.
Right. And he doesn't know the rules. Red there.
Yeah, I would have. Oh no, that's gone awful. Snooker on. Oh, whoa, I think he can see that. You can probably see it off the cushion, maybe.
Why he didn't pot the red on his first shot. Could have made life a lot easier for him, but he hasn't played for a while. Not much, so he's not in game brain mode.
Game brain.
But not easy for Ridan to get on this black.
That's another foul from Ridan. Another big chance for Leroy to take this first frame. Has to get rid of that red now, surely.
Well, I thought
Doesn't want
he definitely needed to get rid of it last time. This time, not. This bit doesn't want it to drop. Ideally, if that had stayed up, would have made life a lot easier. A good double, but been better for him had the yellow just stayed over the bag. I've cut this for Leroy. Might be able to get in behind those 2 yellows. There is a gap
he
in between
has.
the 2 of them.
I think he's got the snooker, you know. That yellow is kind of, that yellow nearest the red is covering.
Ridan tapped the table in appreciation. Hold it, we're in for a blockbuster here.
You excited for your match against Dan Richards, Paul?
No.
No?
Dan's just not fun to play against because he's just boringly good.
Yeah, Ridan gets out of this one. A good think. Don't blame him. It's an awkward spot.
No easy way. Even the single cushion escape, there's a yellow possibly in the way there. This is tricky. Middle pocket's also a problem. Good old jab.
Not quite. Right, Leroy, you've got to get rid of that red at some point, mate.
He's got to play the plant here, surely.
He doesn't want to pot that red. He hates it. He hates that red. He doesn't want to get rid of it, though.
Seems to be working for him at the moment, but
Yeah, I guess.
he's running out of balls of snooker Ridan on it now. Need to clear this up. Great shot, Leroy there. Great, and that's an awful,
Oh, that was
awful nightmare.
that was pants. That was nowhere. That was nowhere near the devil, but he's having it. Very unconfident shot, that. Oh my God. Oh.
You can go into it here.
Oh, it just kind of went bloop, just popped up.
He's such a jabber.
Left himself a toughie here.
Ridan the jibber jabber.
Real
Davis.
toughie. And he's opened it up for Leroy again. He's got to play this plant now. Get rid of these 2 and come back up the table.
He's got an enormous chance here. Leroy, another great shot of Leroy.
And
Little
another
angle on this. Look at the little blow
pout,
out of the
little pout.
cheeks.
Oh, he's
Keep
left
coming,
that
keep
really
coming,
awkward.
keep
He's left
coming.
that really awkward. It cuts. It cuts. It's super thin, but it cuts.
Yeah, it is thin. Going up
Take your
towards
time, Leroy.
Top
Take
right
your
bag
time.
as well. The white.
Good cut.
Needs
Where's
to keep
how's
coming,
your luck?
Needs to keep coming. Needs to keep coming. Get away from
Oh!
Get away.
Oh, he's got a big
It's
chance here.
Pressure black off the cushion. Oh! 1-0.
Absolutely
When he
banged
needed
it.
it, he spanks it in.
Look at the... I say he was playing with no confidence. Look at this. Hammers it in there. Bang.
It's a great black. That was a shot of the match so far.
Yeah. Leroy doesn't know how to put his score on. I can do that for you, mate. There you go, Shan. There you go, Shan. Well, 1-0 to the Leroy. Daniel Evans has beaten Jacob Jones, 4-2.
Yeah, we've got a John Jacobs and a Jacob Jones in this competition. Although Jacob Jones has just exited to the youngster, Daniel Evans.
Yeah. Oh, look at that for a break. What is going on?
He's got one. Oh. Don't believe it's a final break. More than 2 balls crossed the middle.
That little message from Ed after that black from Leroy. Boom. He's enjoying it, sat out in the sun in Spain, isn't he? On the beach. With a bit of MRC pool on your phone. That sounds all right.
On a beach cocktail, watch some fine pull.
What's wrong with that? Look at that. It's horrible.
He snookered him.
That is horrid.
7 balls on the table. He's almost totaled.
Oh my God, he's got one. Wow. When in doubt,
Give him a clout.
give it a Shane special. Give it a Shane special. Look at this. What do you do here? Well, you just hit it, see what happens. Oh, does miss the cut into the top right, but Leroy's not left with much of anything, to be honest. Yeah. Shane Lewis and Daniel Evans are going to be kicking things off over on table 3 in the quarterfinals as well. We've got Jacob Bayliss taking on Justin Bishop on table 2 now. He had to get the games up and going. So they will be on table 2. Still 0-0 in both of those matches. I mean, obviously with Dan Richards there as well, but Jacob and Justin, either of those could be winning this tournament tonight. Whoever beats the other, one of the favourites for sure. But you can't rule out Dan Richards or yourself, Paul.
I'm in the little section with Dan Richards, Justin Bishop, and Jacob Bayliss.
That's tough.
Well, you got to beat those players to win these flyers. I've got to the final a few times, never won one, so you got to beat those boys to win one.
Tonight's the night. You're going to beat all of them.
Is definitely the tougher side of the draw, and the winner of this game will be playing Jacobs.
Yeah, another interesting matchup for sure.
Last time I played John Jacobs, I beat him 5-0.
5-0. Is that when we were doing it on 5s? Yeah.
I can't remember the term, but it was a 5er.
Well, this is a horrible game of pool.
Yeah,
This is rough.
We're trying to disguise this as cool. That's a lovely. And he's developed
Wow.
the red. You just called the horrible, and Leroy said, "This is delicious, Paul." And that was a great shot. Anyone look at this? Trying to split the pack up a little bit. Beautiful shot.
That's all right, actually. It's worked out.
Knows what he's doing, this man. If there's anyone out there that plays football, by the way, we're looking for a 6-a-side team for the Ridan 6-a-side tournament.
Leroy will play, wouldn't he? Did he reply to you?
Leroy said he'd be up for it. He hasn't got any boots. That black could be close. That black could be close. Just going to nip the white there.
So Ridan had enough of the clustered game. He thought, right, bang. Enough is enough.
Split this open, because this is horrible to watch, horrible to play. But he's give Leroy first chance to do some damage here.
Yeah, 2 yellows covering that bottom left bag a little bit there from Leroy's reds, but that red does go into the bottom right. And he could get on it now. He could screw across the table a little bit. You've got to get this pot, though.
He did to play a bit
Lovely,
more
yes,
pace.
that's
I thought
all right.
he's kissed that first ball nicely.
He can screw back again here. This isn't looking too bad. The black's in a pretty favourable position if he can get to it. Oh!
Gone ugly. Ridan's going to wonder what the hell's going on. A strange couple of frames. Made that red very potable into the top right. Should Leroy fancy it? Got one down into the bottom right.
Just pop this red into the top right. He should come off the top cushion and come back down the table, maybe to get a position on one of these bottom reds. But
I've noticed about Leroy for such a strong athlete, he likes to gently, apart from the black he played in the last frame, every shot he plays is a little gentle stroke.
this is a big pot now. This is tough.
This is where I might see the might of the Leroy.
Safety play there.
Yeah, just tied up with a yellow.
Ridan's getting more and more annoyed with every shot. You can tell he hasn't got a pot on.
This would be a horrible game to play in.
He's got one pot into the top right. Tough one though. Just going. Is he cutting this? Oh, what's he doing? Little safety play.
That's a good shot.
Into the top right, covering the bag. Lovely shot.
There is an angle. There is an angle here for Leroy. A little touch aside, come off that bottom cushion, could go into that little cluster of the yellow and red together. With a bit of pace. Leroy doesn't like playing with pace.
Oh.
Well, it will cut, I think.
It will. It's tough.
He could cut this red into the devil's bag even. Come off 1, 2, 3, 4. What's he trying here? Skill shot. Yellow into the left center.
It hasn't worked out how we would have imagined, I don't think.
Ridan finally is able to get his hand on the table with yellows that are potable. Nice and open. Might have to play the plant first. Yellow over the bag. He should get it. Does. Ridan's best chance. He sort of waves his hand in the air. He's not happy at something. It was that bad.
Yeah, seemed right. These are finishable. Up and down here.
Again, he's not happy about something. He's worried about going into the black here. When he gets going, Ridan plays with a bit of speed, doesn't he?
Oh, he's going to have to go for a plant, maybe.
Plantable. Tough one. He has to create.
Oh, he didn't take any time on that. He just
That's
all
just
bang.
saying, Ridan. I don't know. Does he? I've not seen Ridan loads. Does he always play this fast? Is he just a bit frustrated?
It's cuts, apparently.
Does cut.
Where's that middle pocket, Leroy? Oh! Heartbreaker. He's just up for the little back double there as well, maybe.
Had a little look at the table 2 score there, Stuart. Jacobs took the first frame.
He has. That went on for a while, I think, that frame.
Well, Jacob wants that one, no doubt. Bush Pig wants it.
Yeah, but if Justin's playing the way he was playing against David,
he wasn't at his best. And Jacob's been on good form. He was in good form in the last flyer. Still to pick up a win in his league. And of course, when he played in the league, Justin battered Jacob 8-1, I think it was.
giving Leroy a chance here. It's not an easy one down the rail and to be able to get some positioning for the black, but it's potable.
Yeah, Leroy's not going to hit this with any pace. He's not going to try and screw back for the black. It's just the way he plays. He's a featherer.
Good pot.
So he made sure of the pot. Now,
this is on.
Can he do the same as he did in the last frame? It's a thin one. The white's going to go flying anywhere around the table.
He always hammers the black.
He's got the pot.
That's a brilliant finish again.
Well, we've learnt Leroy's tactics. Feather, 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 till you get to the black, then
Bang!
boom!
Leroy 2-0 up here.
Leroy's getting the final tonight.
Oh. Might have gone to 3. I changed it while he changed it. No, he got it. There we go. 2-0 to the Smith. Really doesn't know what's going on here.
Well, Leroy was pretending he didn't know what a triangle was at the start of this game. He's still playing around. He's got rid of the professional triangle. Says, "Give me that proper triangle." He didn't quite like working with the mechanics. Got the old triangle out. A little discussion with Ridan there about something. Who do you think you're kidding, Leroy? We know your talent. 2-0 up. Who do you think you're kidding, Leroy Smith? Leroy's been known to wind people up.
Yeah, oh,
before.
definitely.
And
Breaking from a different spot this time. Changing it up. It's going to be another dry break for him, though.
decent enough splits, but nothing's gone down again. There's a yellow, nice simple one into the devil's bag for Ridan to get himself up and going. Definitely a bit frustrated. He probably has a look at Leroy playing and thinks, I think I'm a superior player. And you think you're the better player and you're 2-0 down, it's very frustrating. Worked out nice, and he's playing at a rapid pace.
Yeah. Seems like he's playing with frustration. I don't know.
I don't know if he's normally so quick.
Oh!
Well, jabber.
Took his eye off it there for a second. Daniel Evans 1-0 up against Shane the Beast. In quick time.
Jacob Bayless 2-0 up on the Bush Pig.
Wow.
Left that a bit awkward for Ridan, but
Got a plant on. Oh, a little topped it. It's not a foul though.
foul.
That was a real scuffed effort there from Ridan.
I hate those kind of shots, and Ridan being a jabber, you can see that's a real weakness for him as well, having to bridge like that. He doesn't like getting low on the ball. That's the jab, that technique doesn't work very well with a bridge.
Curtis Pugh, that's Leroy's brother. Come on, lad. Curtis, like the stream, mate. Good boy. Look at that for a plant. Oh my god, that would have been something. Tell you what, all these yellows now go. This is finishable. I would take that top yellow, get that out of the way. Now he's got to come back up the table at some point. I'm not sure about that one. He could have just played that and screwed back a little bit. But what do I know?
Well, I'm not even sure he can hold this one. No, the pot wasn't on. Again,
Tied
just
the red up though.
rushed the shot. Definitely seen Ridan once, and he played a lot better than this. He is struggling a bit out there. Leroy, who was a last-minute entry to the competition. Oh,
Hold on.
is that...
Hasn't worked out quite as he would have liked, I don't think. He doesn't. He hit that a lot harder than he normally does. There must have been a reason for it. Oh! That's a disaster.
It's a catalogue of errors here at the moment.
Disaster.
Both players rushing. Doesn't really seem to be much thinking going on. And Ridan's tied up that yellow now.
Yeah.
He's frustrated again at that. Talking to himself.
Gone after this match.
Oh, he could develop it now. Little nudge, that's a good shot.
Really nicely for him.
Finally showing a bit of his class, but he doesn't like these little bridges. Not happy with where that white is. It was a great little development. Here comes the jabber. Oh,
He
smashes it in.
He's going to snooker himself. He's going to be furious.
Uh-oh.
Furious.
He is going to explode in a minute, I think. The Ridan.
Can't believe it.
Or something to somebody. Oh, he said something to Leroy. I think he said total Leroy, who can't hear fully out of one of his ears, I believe. Just asked him to repeat that.
All out of one of his ears. Just seen Dan Richards come back into the building after grabbing himself some grub. Ready for his next big match against yourself, Paul?
Fun.
You're having a good think about this one. Doesn't appear to be many great options.
Like, if I do really horrible breaks against Dan Richards, just loads of ugly balls, I can get a bit more table time that way.
Get your money's worth.
If it's open, he's just going to clear up. Try and hear the
This is
Ridmeister.
off. Oh, not a bad effort. That was close. I tell you what. Very close.
Leroy's gone up the top of the table to get the white. That old mistake.
He's
Come back
he's
down
still
again.
playing a game. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Euro 2 shots, and I must say he hasn't used his 2 shots that well when he's had them.
No. So he probably shouldn't pot that yellow, but he probably will. Just because he keeps doing the opposite with 2 shots of what we think.
I think he's playing a plant down the rail here. Bit of cushion. Does. Well, bag, Leroy.
Oh, that's a good effort. Left Ridan a long toughie in the top right.
Again, slightly awkward bridge for Ridan. Could come off the red.
Didn't take any time on it. He just thought,
He
bang, there you go.
He doesn't even get down on his shot. He almost plays upright. Like the kangaroo, Carl Sanders, like he gets down and then springs up.
Yeah.
But Ridan doesn't even get down. Bridge here for Leroy. That's a good pot under pressure. Look where the white was and the yellow. Had he missed that, this is thin, Leroy. You got to hit this very thin. Got it. He's got the plant, and the red stays over the bag.
Well, nice little snooker in behind the black. Just saying.
It's not straight, so he should not go in off here. It should touch the cushion. This is a missable one. Oh, he's thinking about the snooker here. He heard you, Stuart.
Good man.
He might have actually heard you on the TV there. He's not playing. Oh, he got the cross double!
Oh!
No snooker is needed for Leroy Smith! Cross double! He might be tempted by another double here.
Seems to be getting more and more confident.
This is thin. This is super thin. Nearly collapsed. Didn't fancy
tough.
that one. Didn't fancy
It was
that
tough.
one. That needed a lot more care.
3-0 to Jacob Bayliss against the Bush Pig.
Wow.
Bush Pig getting a hammer in today. Good pot there from Ridan. He's overrun it a little bit. He's got a tough
He's
cut.
down already. He's down already.
He's going into the top right. Not quite.
And look where the black's going. The black is going over the one pocket. Hasn't quite got reached down there. It can still go into that left centre. A little bit further, it would have been in a horrible position. But
Leroy just needs to leave the white
yeah,
somewhere where that red is.
as long as it's a cushion here at the least. He's played it nicely. Very nicely. Oh, it's just bounced a touch
Yeah,
higher than
a little bit
ideal.
awkward. He's going with a skill shot. Oh,
thrown in.
he's just hammered it.
And he will be mighty, mighty frustrated. I don't know what the two players are talking about there, but Leroy actually said, "I'm rubbish."
Is that what he said?
Yeah, Leroy said, "I'm rubbish."
Said I'm rubbish.
I think Ridan said, "Okay, there you go," something like that. Interesting.
Ridan not looking at himself in this match. Yeah, I'm
He's
not sure
not.
what's going on with him.
Definitely been frustrated, and Leroy Smith can do that. Wouldn't play this one in the middle first, Stuart. I would be taking that one down the cushion. For sure.
Well, if he pots this, he can always cover that bottom right bag. If he misses it, just got to get it over the pocket.
Well, I would definitely be leaving that one. Can't snooker himself behind the black.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. Make sure he at least covers this pocket.
Got the... Okay, it's okay.
This is potable for Ridan, though. I mean, Ridan on form.
We've got to watch the push shot here as well.
This.
I mean, he's known as a jabber, and he needs to jab this. Probably looking at the top right. Got the pot.
Close.
He's not got the...
Oh! Oh my God! What?
Almost.
I don't believe that. Look at the state of this.
Almost the most fortunate of kisses. Thought it was going.
Oh my
Look at the
God.
white. I'm going to knock you in. No!
Oh! My God.
Leroy.
He needs to get himself back.
That's not the one I would play first.
He needs to
but
get back at the top of the table.
Anyway,
I think he might.
You should be able to get up on either ball,
A
but
lot of left hand side.
this
here.
is
Get
a
yourself-
little bit
just
harder.
Get yourself up there.
he has got the middle bag risk as well. He's
Could-
smiling.
He could come off the bottom.
He's smiling.
Oh, he's up.
played it brilliantly.
It's perfect.
He's played it brilliantly.
Perfect.
Leroy Smith's put on a masterclass.
And he gets it
3-0.
3-0 to the Smith.
3-0.
What is going on? 3-1 over against Justin Bishop. Jacob, but it's Justin with a dish.
Justin with a dish.
Starting to heat himself up. Is it too little, too late though?
Well, in a race to 4, you can easily pick 4 frames in a row off like Justin. A dish there, just reminding Jacob how good he is.
Leroy 3-0. Let's update his score for him. Wow. Doesn't know what's going. He doesn't know what's going on.
I just play bad, he plays worse.
Leroy's getting to the final tonight.
Leroy's getting in the final. You've heard it here first, folks. Leroy against Dan Richards in the final. Is that a fair comment?
Not a bad shout.
Not a bad shout.
However,
But Ridan's not out of it yet. Neither are you. Let's see.
yeah, I would not be
I want to
surprised.
see you and Leroy in the final. That'd be amazing.
I would not be surprised if Ridan takes these next 3 frames. He's just got. I mean, he's probably thinking in his head he's out now.
So he'll relax.
He's
He'll
got-
calm it
yeah,
down.
and he needs to calm it down and relax. And he's capable of easily. I mean, he's going to get lots of chances. Let's be fair. Leroy is not the best pole player in the world. He's not the worst,
That's a dry break.
but he's going to get chances in every
Tell you
frame.
what, reds here are awkward.
Yeah, he's-
If you get that first red in, that red covering that bottom right bag puts you in a commanding position. 3-0 to Daniel Evans against Shane the Beast.
He probably wants to secure reds. He's got an easier red starter.
Yeah.
Went off into the top right here. He never hits hard enough to do that. In control of this frame. Could be the last frame.
Killed it dead.
At least cover this bag.
See the devil.
I mean, covering the bag's not the worst option in the world. What's he thinking about here?
Going into the devil's pocket. Here he goes. Yeah.
Rolls it.
Pot. Good pot.
If I was Leroy here, I would just put this over the bag. I'm not talented enough to split.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
that's the problem he's got now. If he left it over the bag, then there was no shot on for Ridan. And then with it over the bag, it's much easier to split and develop.
Just,
tell you
it's still
something.
ugly. It's still. Ridan is going to be fuming.
Left that in a horrible position for Ridan.
Ridan's not even coming to the table. Ridan can't believe it. He's like, what?
You still got a chance, Ridan.
Yeah, you're still in it, Rid. Come on, boy. I think I need a coffee. Do you need a coffee or something?
I'm alright.
You alright for coffees? I'll get a coffee.
Bad shot there by Ridan. Just leaves the white up the top of the table. There's nothing that Leroy can see here apart from the red over the bag that Ridan is desperate to get rid of. If he doesn't play for that, big risk of 2 shots where Ridan will definitely get rid of that red. So that is a great shot by Ridan. Cannot see an easy hit on any of the reds. There's no doubt Leroy wants to leave that red there, so he might be playing this with a bit of side off the bottom cushion. That could be his only shot. He's coming off 2 cushions. 1, 2. He's got it! He's got it! Great shot, Leroy. Still keeps control of the frame with that shot.
It was fucking funny. Saw him then, just from a distance.
A great shot by Leroy to keep control of the table. Had he fouled there, Ridan could have took serious control.
He's winning, mate.
Ridan with a lot to think about. 5 of his balls, maybe even 6, blocked.
He's going in off! Oh my
wow,
god!
wow, he's going to be.
It's just written in the stars, this match for Leroy, isn't it? It's written in the stars.
Everything that can go wrong for Ridan is going wrong for Ridan. So, does Leroy attack? As long as he leaves it red there, he can't lose, but he needs to win.
It's not easy to finish these reds up.
I'd be using that first shot to try and develop that bottom red towards that bottom left bag in some way.
Maybe with the plant.
Or you could just use one of those yellows as well. I think he's trying to plant this.
Yeah, boss.
Played it okay.
Yeah.
Played that very okay.
It's tough. It's always tough because when you get into these positions, yeah, great, I'm safe. But at some point, if you want to win the frame, you have to get rid of them and pot them. And that's gone real ugly.
Well, he can cut this into the devil's bag. The angle takes him up the table.
This is tough.
It's gone in, I think. Nope.
No. He's given up control of that bottom right pocket as well. Looking like one of those days for old mate. Everything going wrong. Yeah, it does seem that way, unfortunately, for Ridan.
Yeah, we all get them.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's still in it here. He's still got a chance. Leroy's given up control of that bottom right pocket.
Leroy could have finished the match off there, but didn't quite place 2 shots well enough.
No. We're up to 25 million viewers in the chat. Hello, everyone. How are we? If you're new here, welcome. You know, we commentate on pool matches down here. We have a chat about random topics. We tell stories and stuff. You know, something to do when the Euros isn't on, isn't it?
Oh, he was very close to that black.
Whoa.
He's played it all right though. There's no pot on here for Leroy.
Lloyd.
Maybe it cuts into the top right. Looking at this one near the bottom right bag, just a little double kiss. Could have been kinder, and that white has gone into a nice position for Ridan.
A little bit, maybe a little bit softer from Leroy. That would have been spot on.
You can play these all into the bottom left. Little jabbers that he's pretty good at. Just keep bringing that white back. Daniel Evans 3-0 up on Shane Lewis, and Jacob still 3-1 up on the Bush Pig on the other tables. Taking the highest of these, and he's got it. Good shot by Ridan. He'll be feeling a lot better from that. That top yellow that he just took, a lovely cut. He's opened all those yellows up in that bottom bag, but this is a tough one on the reel. Catches the cushion.
Has Leroy got a pot on? I don't think he can see it into the bottom left. Can he cut this one straight into the bottom right? It's super thin if he can. Super thin.
Match is not over yet. Stuart.
If you are new to this stream, chuck a message in the chat. Say hi. It helps. Makes us feel good. You know, let us know who you are, what you're up to. You know, how you found us.
Where you're from.
Where are you from? Take time, Leroy.
Yeah,
Any second now.
Awkward hand bridge over that yellow.
Kiss. Oh, it's gone!
Hang on.
That would have been the end of Ridan. He would have just snapped his cue, I think, after that. If that bounced in, he would have been perfect on the bottom right red as well.
He has blocked that left centre bag, which could be a problem for Ridan. A much better position.
Curtis Pugh, hello, mate. How are you? Are you new here, mate? Do I know you, son?
Come down. Oh, I thought he was going to go a bit further and leave that yellow into the right centre, but he hasn't come far enough.
He's got a tough one on here, actually.
Yeah.
Choose to go into the bottom left. I think he might be.
Can he see enough?
White's going in. Oh my God, it's just all going wrong.
How many times has Ridan gone in off?
All going wrong for Ridinho.
How many times has Ridan gone in off?
Oh. What do you think? Play the white down onto this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Onto that yellow, real soft.
That yellow that's on the red, he could sort of bounce it off the cushion, get that out of the way. Opens up the red. White
He's going straight for the red. He thinks he can just have...
This is very risky.
This is tough.
He could completely snooker
This needs to be soft.
Here.
This needs to be soft. He's got the softness. He's got the pot. It's an awkward one. I wouldn't have liked to have been left with this one at all.
He could have made it a lot easier for himself, but he can be a very good potter. Leroy, it's a thin one.
Tough shot.
Shot, and again, he's left an awkward position for the white, sorry. And the double back,
There's an easy snooker down here. Come off this yellow on the left, pop that out and leave the white on this bottom cushion.
that's got to be the shot. He's doing it. Ooh, little double kiss he wouldn't have wanted.
That's seeable.
Is it?
That's seeable.
Little swerve. Could clip it. Can he see it direct? Down on it immediately, which tells me maybe he cannot see it direct. Want to be close. And off the bottom cushion.
He's not. That's hitting the yellow, mate. Oh, only joking.
Oh, playing it that way, not too bad. Tempted by a little swerver there myself.
Yeah, and that's gonna. It's creeping towards that top pocket, but he's got the snooker, I think. No chance of a double knuckle for Leroy either with that yellow covering the bottom right, bottom left. Sorry.
He's going straight at it here.
Huh? Oh, he could
Ooh.
see it
Hang on.
through the gap. If that covers the bag. Again, Ridan not left with much. He needs to cut this one in and maybe cover the pocket at least.
This is Ridan's best chance in the whole frame. He can now take control of this bag.
Shane Lewis gets a frame back off Daniel Evans, 3-1.
On Shano, he'll
Also-
be feeling better about that.
I was going to say, he doesn't want that to drop. Justin Bishop, 3-2 now against Jacob Bayliss. A
One
little
more
comeback is
back.
on.
Definitely be fancying that now.
Tied the yellow up a little bit as well, my God.
Yellow might still go into the top right.
Yeah, I think it does.
Ridan can nick this frame.
Easy snooker on here as well.
The
Clever
drop.
shot. This cuts into the
It does
top right.
cut. It does cut. He's left a little bit of the red there, and I think enough that will cut into the top right. There is a big risk of the in off into the top left. The black is going to be tricky because both bottom bags are covered.
Oh, and that's a foul.
Well, Ridan,
Oh, he's still in it. This is it.
Ridan now for the first time goes favourite in this frame. Big chance for Ridan to get a frame on the board and start to make a match of this. He's always going to get chances in every frame. This match ain't over yet. Ridan at his best would clear these up. No problem.
Yeah, so he's got the choice of either bottom left or bottom right here. Really matter which way you go.
Really, I mean, in terms of least to do with the cue ball, you take this one bottom right first, then you tap bottom left in, and you've got a shot into the right centre. But you could make it even easier than that by just getting the white up the table. Just how brave do you want to be?
Okay.
So this is exactly the way I was said he could play it. Just a little. He wants to come off the cushion a little bit and leave the black into the right centre. That's the simplest way of doing it.
I think that's what he's just looking at there as well.
Better players would probably be screwing back and leaving the black into the bottom right, things like that. But when the pressure's on, he's just come a touch.
He looks
far.
okay.
He's okay. Yeah, that's
This is missable. I've seen these sort of shots missed. Not this time. Not this time.
a little bit more pace on that, and it
And he
might
gets
have
a-
bounced off the top knuckle.
Gets a frame back.
But he does get a frame back.
So Jacob Bayliss still leading Justin Bishop 3-2 over on table 2. Daniel Evans 3-1 ahead against Shane the Beast. Shane at the table. You can see him there on the right side of the screen. Shane still trying to overcome his bad luck, I guess you would say, on table 3. He doesn't like table 3. Needs to overcome that. Leroy with the break here. Want a good break. He definitely has. He's definitely in a fantastic position to see himself through into the next round. Or is Ridan gonna make the comeback? I think Ridan is probably the better player if he's playing well, but he hasn't been at his best tonight. Just needs to calm himself down and get back to playing how he knows he can. Ridan may have just popped himself to the toilet. Decent split from Leroy, but looks like he's going to have another dry break. I think that's the third dry break for Leroy now. Yellows might be the colour here. Guys, chuck some messages into the chat. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's have a chat. What's going on? And Ridan has found the white in the pocket yet again. That must be the 5th or 6th time that he's done that. Giving lots and lots of chances to Leroy. He will gladly take them, I'm sure of it. Leroy is reds. So Leroy with another 2 shots. Thanks to Ridan's in-off. Again, he's gone in-off again, Paul. The old Ridinho. Again, that's what I was saying. That's supposed to be the 5th or 6th time.
I was just watching there. Daniel Evans has just won his match against Sheehan, 4-1.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be happy to get a frame as well, I'm sure.
And a bit of a tight one going on there in that potentially penultimate frame with Justin and Jacob.
Tied up, is it?
It was tied up, although Justin had just opened it up. But be over in the next minute, put it that way. There's a table free. Table 3 is free. Justin
Table 3 is free.
There. I'm waiting to play Dan Richards. You boys. This could be going on for a while yet, this one. Deliberating, table 3 is free. Triple plant here.
Bad effort. Sort of half covered that bottom left pocket as well.
Jacob from 3-0 up against the Bush Pig. It's now 3 apiece. Be a fantastic comeback by the Bush Pig. That would hurt Jacob. Bush Pig would love it.
Definitely. Nervy frame there for Jacob now.
Big 3-0 down over on table 2 is now brought it to Hill. Leroy has seen that. He'll know that 3-0 is no guarantee of a win, and Ridan is back in this match. That top wall doesn't quite cover it. Leroy could clear up here. it'll do us a bit of a favour in terms of the scheduling.
Aye, hurry up, Leroy. Getting warm in here again. This leather chair is hot, man.
That's a fantastic pot. Brilliant pot by Leroy Smith. Probably the pot of the match there. The bottom right bag, if he can feather this one in. Very
Worried,
gentle.
yeah, he's worried about it hitting this other red.
Enough of a gap to squeeze behind it. Nope.
Oh, and he hasn't covered that pocket either, so that closest yellow does go now, I think.
Looks like there's just enough of the pocket. Well, that devil's pocket. It's a hard one. When you got the whole pocket, D-Mat, never mind a little bit of it. Has feathered it in. Good position here. I think the two yellows, the one on the left hand side, will go into the bottom right. If it does, very easy to get on the yellow into the right center beside it. Not sure the black. That's a horrible shot by Ridan. Complete miscue there. Caught the white ball all wrong. Just when he was looking in a decent position. That's a brilliant pot. Leroy has pulled off two of his best pots.
Does this red pass?
Does not. You can see there it does not pass.
Right.
Does not pass. This is the devil's bag.
So what option now is snooker come off the bottom cushion and hit that lowest red?
Exactly the shot. I'm not sure Leroy's going to play it.
He's tried to leave it awkward, but he hasn't really.
Can't leave it awkward.
Not with that yellow at the top left.
Yeah, that was the one you needed to block. Play it off the top cushion. Oh, he's not played it as well as he could have.
Playing very fast. He just got down and hammered that. Justin Bishop has beaten Jacob 4-3. That's a heartbreaker.
It was a rapid final frame for Justin.
Yeah.
Seeing if it was a dish, but 3-0 down.
Leroy with a big chance here to finish this match off as well. Come up well enough.
Yeah, little jerk.
Now
A
the
little
black.
jerk on that. It didn't need to come up that high.
The black doesn't go into the middle right, so that made things a little bit more awkward for him.
Is he brave enough to screw this back? Plays it with pace, and that's the risk into the devil's bag. Nightmare.
Yeah.
Back double.
He hasn't got it. Has he covered it? He hasn't.
He hasn't, but the black's gone a little safe. Now, Leroy could screw back just right in behind it and leave it into the bottom left bag. Double attempt by Leroy.
Gone somewhat safe. Oh, it's come
he
across.
missed
This is cuttable for Leroy here.
It is very cuttable.
And he's been smashing these blacks in when they've been a half chance.
I don't think he's going to smash this one. Look, he had a little smile on his face there. He's feeling it. He hold himself together. It's a thin one. Little puff of the cheeks. He's got it.
Where's the white
going?
It's safe.
Victory,
Wow,
for,
victory
Leroy.
for Leroy.
4-1. Not Ridan at his best, but what a performance. Kept it together. Leroy Smith moves in to the quarterfinals.
Right, you're up, Paul. Dan Richards v Paul McCambridge coming up on table one right now. We're all behind you, Paul. Come on, man. You can do it. Shan. Here comes Dazzling Dan, says the mouse. All right, this will be a tough match for the McBridge. That is close. I think it's just about Dan's, though. I think. Hard to tell. Got a third party to come in and double check for them. So what is your predictions for this one? Let's get a little poll on the go. Is McBridge going to do the business? Which Dan? Hardman Dan. Going to come out on top. Get your votes in the poll. Who do you think is going to win this match? Your brain says Dan, but maybe your heart says Paul. Still got the shiniest shoes on in the world. So close to going in off there. Got away with it a little bit, but he hasn't really got a pot on from that. Tough. Jake, unlucky in your match, brother.
Yeah.
You were 3-0, 3-1 up or something.
3-0 up, yeah.
Oh, he does find a pot. He squeezes it in. I tell you what. Couldn't see that from this angle. 100% of the votes in the poll going to Dan at the moment.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Look at this for a cut.
There's no doubt that Dan's winning this game. I mean, Paul McBridge can't even hold a cue, so, you know. He's better off playing football. Jesting, Paul, don't worry. Leroy did well. He beat Rid.
Yeah, it did well. Ridan, not quite at his best tonight, but Leroy did play some very, very nice shots. Paul said he's never won a match against Dan. We're not expecting him to here, but you never know. You never know.
You can take frames off him, then he can win a match, can't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's got that red in the bottom left there that's a little bit troublesome. You can find a way to go into it here, maybe. It's a thin one. You're going for a little back double there, trying to make things awkward, maybe? I don't know.
Absolutely no chance went for that. He went for the cut. 100%. No chance he went for that back double.
Well, it's worked out for him sort of okay. Yellows do look pretty awkward, but that one red. Plenty of potential snooker options on for Paul. Leroy back in action again over on table 2 against John Jacobs.
He could win that.
He could win that. We said at the start he's got himself a chance to make it to the semis here. And if he does go through, he will play against Daniel Evans, which is, a tough opponent, but it's a winnable match.
He's left the cut. And he can play this with right-hand side and get into the black. If he gets into the black, he might clear the red as well. Chance. Red.
No, not quite able to get the pot. Dirty. Mingin.
Gross.
Awful man.
Fantastic.
I'll just go in, just snug into this red at the bottom if you can squeeze through. Can he squeeze through there?
Oh, there. Well.
He's got the hit regardless. No 2 shots for Paul, which I think he will need if he wants to try and win this frame. They look for many more snookers.
He's going to try and cover the pocket down here now. If this goes wrong, then he could leave down the clearance. Because the black looks tied up, but it's not because that red's there. You can use that. Goes wrong like that, like that. That's what I'm saying. The black's out now. This could be frame over. Pop the one in the top left first. Screw the white back down. Actually, the black goes off the yellow in the middle. You don't even need to move the black. Screw the white down on the bottom cushion. Pop that red in.
Off the yellow and in.
Yeah. Don't need to do anything.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at now. He's seeing all this.
Shots.
Needs to get the cueing right. Dan, he's pretty good at the old cueing.
Up. Down.
A little screw back, just right there. That's where he wants it. Nice and somewhere in there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to come like further back than the black. I'd probably want to land directly underneath it. Just stun the white a little bit. It's too far. It's too far.
He's runs the risk of hitting the yellow first, maybe.
That's tough. That, yeah.
This is going to be close. Keep your eyes on this one.
Unappealed. These yellows are going to split. Horrendous, wasn't it?
Banana split. And
that was a horrendous.
Eyes peeled.
Keep your
Banana
eyes
split.
peeled. Ah!
Wow.
The bananas didn't really split, and if that black lands in front of the yellow, it hasn't. So,
you think maybe come off this bottom cushion, nestle in behind these yellows if you can? That'd be awful, wouldn't it? He's just pointed, just right there. That's where I want it to hit. Got to get the pace right. Gets the pace wrong, it'll pop out.
I just wouldn't do this. In off all day. Wow. No chance. Or as they say in America, no shot.
No shot. 2 shots to Dan. And this surely will be the end of the first frame here. John Jacobs goes 1-0 up against Leroy Smith over on table 2. And he does just that. Takes away the first frame. Unlucky there from Paul. He had an idea of leaving it real horrible in behind those yellows, but always a chance of in off there. 1-0 to Dan Richards.
Right, guys, how many likes we got in the stream?
Have a look.
Let's.
We're at 12. 12 of the likes.
I mean, 12's that's not too low. What I'm concerned about is the one to the right, the chat revenue. That's only at £2. You know that we should be averaging sort of
500-600 quid a game.
Yeah, three grand. But,
yeah,
you know,
what a game, I said.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 million. But
3 million, yeah.
yeah, get Mark Zuckerberg in here, and Zuckerberg us a couple of coins, mate.
Zuckerberg, that's a couple of coins.
What's going on here? Like, why are these boys hanging around?
Oh, it's Dan. Pop to the toilet.
Ah, Dan went to the toilet.
Dan loves a little toilet break.
Yeah.
He does. He's got a weak bladder.
Is he?
He's got a child's bladder. He had it surgically implanted.
Right. Someone told me the only place Dan could sweat was from his ears, like from inside his ear, and it comes out. So when he's playing pool, it starts to drip on the table. So every couple of frames, he has to go in and just sort of clean it up, so it doesn't.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
100% true.
Yeah.
He must have a lot in there. He's been gone a while here.
Well, it's just like anybody, they can accumulate more sweat. Like as soon as you get it out, then you just start getting hot again, sweating again, and before you know it, it's sort of tumbling out his ear on the table.
Tumbling out his ear.
It tumbles that water.
Ear sweat tumbles.
Ear sweat tumbling.
Yeah, tumbling ear sweat. Yeah. It's a common problem for Dan Richards.
Yep.
TES syndrome.
TES syndrome, Dan's got, yeah. But that's all right, you know, he just goes in, gives it a wipe,
you know,
and he's, oh, that yellow's going in off a little kiss. It's not.
But we love him all the same for it. You know, it doesn't matter, TES or not.
Look, Dan's got a monstrous break. He doesn't pot.
That was Paul's break.
Huh?
That was Paul's break.
That's what I'm saying. Paul's got a... Ah, nice break, Paul. That's bad signs then if Dan's coming to the table here.
Reds, isn't it?
It's got to be in it. You've got so many chances to develop these ones off the cushion. It's a practice routine. You've got these ones, and you can knock that off. Like,
yeah. And he's covering pockets in all the right places.
Dan's on the table. He does seem to touch things in all the right places. He's left the plant on here in the middle. He needs to just play this dead weight. Leave the red there. Maybe you'd like to just go cushion first. Play this almost straight and leave yourself the red into the left centre. Left centre.
Left centre.
Get it in the left centre then.
Get
He's
it
played
up.
it with pace as he wants a red back down. It nearly hit the yellow, but it's come back down.
That's all right.
Nice.
No problem there for Daniel.
Dude's on the red down here.
John Jacobs in the background facing off against Leroy Smith. 2 shots to John, I think, eh?
Seems that way. Got to play the one over the devil's bag now. You feel? See? Bold head.
He feels it with his bold head.
Yeah. Down the cushion now. Liming well is. Get your finger on F8, lads. Here we go. Little adjustment at the end. He's happy with it. Pulls the trigger. And you wonder why, because it's gone in.
No problems there. And these reds look pretty doable.
Yeah.
This could be 2-0 to Dan Richards in the blink of an eye.
Again, toying with us. He's put all the balls down there so we can get loads of screenshots.
He loves it, doesn't he? He loves it, yeah.
Call him Screenshot Dan.
Screenshot Dan.
Yeah.
Screenshot Dan.
He'd like to screw this and land almost touching this left cushion now.
Himself some angle to get up above the black. That looks okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
2-0.
2-0 coming up here for Dan. Bosh.
McBridge.
That was a dish for Dan Richards.
Break.
Starting a reverse dish, yeah. Starting to pick up a little bit of form here.
When he gets going, he's good, Dan.
Yeah, very, very good. Very dangerous man. Whoa! Off the table! Oh, I'm on that. Bloody hell.
Christ, that
Smashed
that
up the
went
camera.
so far. It must have gone all the way around the world first and then hit because the smash didn't come to the...
Yeah, well, there was so
a few
quick.
seconds
There was a
later.
delay in the smash because of the lag. The lag on the screen, from the screen
that's
to the
what it is.
camera, and then from the camera back to the lens,
Yeah.
and then the lens up and down, isn't it?
Back to the moon,
Yeah, exactly. So that's why there was a delay.
Right. You know, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
I just never... to be honest, I just never put 2 and 2 together. Dropped in yellows. Might not be a bad shout.
Oh, it's not, Paul. That is a disaster. It's a disaster.
I mean, if there's one thing you make sure in it, you just hit a cushion. Like
One
just-
thing
you
is,
just sort of
yeah.
just
I mean,
you know,
that is
Even-
terrible.
even because he had ball in hand there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the point is that you put the white ball in a position that when you play this shot, you're guaranteed to hit a cushion 100%.
Yeah.
Like just put a bit of angle on it so the white ball comes off the side cushion.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed. Then you can hit the yellow. You can underhit the yellow half the distance and still hit a cushion, not give away 2 shots.
Yeah.
So. You know, think about it next time,
Yeah,
all right?
Paul.
Yeah?
Stop messing around.
Yeah? Get back to this video and listen to what Stuart's trying to tell you.
I swear he was trying to cut that in. I don't know. I might have been.
Yeah, I don't think he was, no. 'Cause he's got 2 shots, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Taking the cut on this. I mean, this brave going for this now. Just is. Just a brave man.
Confident.
Oi, oi.
Oh, he's gone a bit ugly there. He's got a cut at the top.
Come on, Pope. Come on, Pope.
Come on, Pope.
Come on, Pope.
Come on then, Pope.
Double bicep fire.
Double bicep fire.
Oh, he's
Double-
knuckle.
He's, oh.
He's knuckle, but he's got the plan.
He's got a plan. It's not easy, though. Not easy, though.
Oh, White's in off in the right centre. White's in off in the right centre.
It's a lovely pot. That is a lovely, lovely pot.
Word.
Wow, what a pot.
If it, oh, that was close. He was almost in off then, mate.
You missed Leroy. Yeah, you missed him, mate. Missed him hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might
And
see him, actually.
He's currently losing 2-0 to John Jacobs.
Yeah. Leroy might be in the background there. Look, he's in blue stuff. He is. That's John Jacobs at the table there in the background.
Yeah, it might be a bit confusing.
Yeah. But you know, Leroy's about to come to the table in a moment, so we can watch the rest of Dan's clearance from here anyway. Just needs to get himself nicely on the black, as he has.
There's the
there
Leroy.
He is.
There,
Look,
Leroy.
Look.
Into the devil's pocket,
Ready?
and he gets
Watch.
it.
Ready?
3-0 to
Look,
Dan.
look. Leroy's head.
Leroy's Ed. 3-0. Dan Richards. Blink of an eye.
Gosh.
Bang.
Let's watch Leroy pot a few balls a moment. Loving it out there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Swagging around the table.
Yeah, a good win in the first round against Ridan Davis, winning 4-1. Ridan, decent player on his day.
Yeah, really on top player.
But struggling against John Jacobs at the moment. This could be over. This could be over quite quickly.
Yeah.
And seems to be playing quite well.
This is something that needs to be nipped in the bud. This is something that actually I only noticed Paul do.
What?
If you watch everyone else this evening, everyone else uses the cloth when they wrap the balls up.
And he doesn't.
Paul never
It's
does.
annoying that.
Never.
Isn't it?
Ever.
Annoying that.
Ever. And that's
Anyone
just,
got a lead for this white
laziness.
Dan Richards in the stream while he's playing. Anyone got a lead for this white ball? He keeps losing it, apparently, even though he's 3-0 up. What's he on about? So it looks like if Dan is to win this match, we'll have him back on the stream table straight away, facing off against the Bush Pig. That would be an interesting match.
Right.
The winner, that could be a potential winner of the tournament there. Oh!
What?
That one actually hit me in the eye as well.
Ow!
Yeah, hit you in the eye as
Yeah,
well.
it must have
went
bounced.
like that.
No, it come off mine first.
Did it? It's not a competition, mate. You know. You think that's bad?
No, I actually think it come off Shane's first.
Probably did come off Shane's
Must
first.
have done.
They must have done.
Oh. No. I think it come on mine first.
No, it was definitely mine. No.
Some people would actually argue about stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Shane.
Yeah. Well, who?
No, Brian.
Oh. We want John. Who's John? Paul McCambridge has just walked into the studio.
Dan's waiting for you. Get back
saying
out there.
that,
Oh, no, someone else.
saying that he doesn't think he's going to get another shot. So he's come back in and popped the ball.
I haven't potted a ball all match. Paul McCambridge hasn't potted a ball all match.
I think he's
We
lying.
want John. Fraser Davis in the chat. Well, you might be able to get a bit of John.
Right, look, Fraser and Evander, I've had enough of this, all right?
Yeah.
I want you to start putting capital letters on your names right now.
Yeah.
All right?
Capital letters on your names, or you're not a real person.
You're happy to write "We want John" in capital letters, but you can't even put capital letters on your name. What are you doing? Come on, man. That's you.
That's what you are.
Come on, that's you, bruv. Come on, look.
Have some respect for you.
John who? John. John.
John
Jacobs.
Yeah, John the Jacobs.
He's a Newtowner. Newtownie. Play Newtown League, Fraser.
Ooh!
Dan going
Paul.
for a bit of a wild one.
Paul might get a pot here.
Oi, Paul, get yourself back out there now.
You might have broken the mic though, I don't know. No, it's still working.
Probably,
It's still working. Paul, get his first pot of the match, 3-0 down. And he does, well done.
Nice, nailed it. I've been rumbled as a bot.
Yeah, you are a bot. You're a bot.
You're probably bot on Rocket League, mate.
Yeah, definitely a bot on Rocket. Most people are.
Most
really.
people
Most
are,
people are, yeah. Not us though.
Unless you're
Not us. No, professionals and us.
Yeah. We're the above professional, you know.
Yeah, so they don't let us join tournaments because it's not fair on everyone else.
No.
That's it. Yeah, that'll be it.
Because we hack the game.
Because we cheat like crazy.
How else are you going to win that game? It's rock solid.
That game's a nightmare trying to play legit. Are you mad?
Yeah, don't bother with that.
I'm not that stupid. You're not going to catch me out with that one.
Christ.
I haven't played that game in ages.
Yeah, it's been a minute,
It's been ages.
Yeah.
I never really played it in the first place.
No. I seen someone play it, you, and then thought, that looks the easiest game I've ever seen in my life.
I remember you saying that looks like a bit of me.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it. That
yeah.
looks like a bit of me.
Yeah.
And it was, wasn't it? It was for quite a while, to be fair. I couldn't get off it.
Paul, he's heating up
Great
here.
start.
Hold on.
Paul heating up.
No, not Paul Heaton.
Ah.
Tell you what, if we can pop this, the other red might go into the top left.
It does go in the top left. It's just
But it also goes into the top right.
It does. He'd prefer to take it in the top right. I tell you
Yeah.
why. Because there's
easier.
it's not just that. There's a route out for the white more so to the left than there is the right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the white's gonna be cannoning and you're sort of stuck there, and it's a thin cut. on the
Leroy
back.
Smith gets a frame back against John Jacobs, 2-1 over on table 2.
Probably scored a header. Got him in an armbar.
Into the devil's bag. This is tough.
Do I win that frame, mate?
Oh!
Night.
Go on then. Have him again. Always fun seeing Paul's face on the table. I mean, it's not Paul's face.
Lovely part. Dan's super confident when he plays.
Yeah. Franco's back in. How you doing? I hear you joined us for the league match earlier on today. Is that right? Was he there for that? I think he was. I think it was one. I think it was one with no commentary afterwards. I think.
Yeah.
No. But here we are. Thursday Night Fly. You know the drill. Sam Richards clearing up on Paul.
Doing his thing.
Doing his thing. Yeah, absolutely. We got the Paul fans in the poll now. I don't think it's going to come to much though.
Been off. No, he's done well. Loads aside. Black.
Yeah, he's left it awkward here.
He'll take the double on, miss the double and get the triple, almost guaranteed. I don't know. To be fair, I think he's going to take a triple on.
Got the double.
Straight for the
Lovely. And the black into the middle left.
No, straight for the devil, mate.
You reckon straight down?
Yeah, you're right behind it. You got to. You're never taking that into the because you're in off. Like you're taking that in the devil's bag all day.
Are we going to see the devil here? Oh, that bounced around, but it did go in, and that is the end of McBridge. Just like that, bosh. Wow. Well, that is the end of Mr. McBridge, and we're going to see next up on the stream table Justin Bishop taking on Dan Richards. This could be the best match of the night. Well, unfortunately, we missed your match against Justin. I think that would have been a fantastic match to watch.
It was a good match.
But this also could be a super interesting match, right?
Yeah. I just leave these. To be honest, like most of these players out here, they're all right. They're all right, but they're not quite Carlin.
Oh. Right, here we go then. This is a real humdinger, as they say. I think we need another poll for this one.
Probably need 2 polls for this one.
Who is going through? Is it Hardman Dan or is it the Bush Pig?
Well, neither. Somehow.
Or maybe maybe not. He votes in the poll. Who do you think is going to take this one? Who do you fancy?
They're both absolute warriors in the game. Both have done business. Do you remember when Dan? Remember it was first to 3. Dan dished Justin.
Yeah, that
beat him 3-0.
that was bonkers. Was that the week where Dan had how he holds the record for the most dishes in the Thursday Night Flies? Like 8 dishes
Probably,
one night.
yeah.
That was a magical evening for Dan, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be a fantastic match. I don't know. I don't know which way this is going to go. I don't know. Still 2-1. John Jacobs against Leroy Smith. Going on a while. That match. And the winner of that will play Daniel Evans in the other semi-final. Daniel Evans with a good shout making it to the final tonight, I think.
Look at that for a break.
No balls. No drops. 0 drops.
Look at that for a break. Reds I mean, actually, sort of 50-50. You've got one awkward-ish bull each. Maybe yellows, actually. You can see the... No, you can see the yellow down the bottom into the devil's bag. Problem is, as soon as you start potting one of the colours, then it starts to open up the other colour a little bit more, so... From here, both colours all have a bag. All or nothing. Not quite sure. One into the top corner pocket first. Off then, the long one down into the devil's bag. Looking to knock the yellow off the bottom cushion. So, left it into the right centre. I think he might have, you know. Has he play it now? But he also has the chance, an option. He's going to play it now. It definitely goes. So, just roll this in. Missed.
But you look at you just dropped a desert on your lap.
Mad,
Not a dessert,
No, it's definitely not
a
dessert.
desert.
Oh!
2-2 Leroy Smith making a stand against John Jacobs. You say no, mate.
He's not, you're not going to sit down and play pool, is he?
Just saying no, mate. What was that?
No, mate.
No, mate. That's the least intimidating thing ever. No, mate.
No, mate. Not happening. No
Yeah.
chance.
No, not even no chance. It's
Yeah.
just no,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, yeah. It's like no, mate, because it's no chance. Playing the plant, gets it. Lovely shot.
That was Boshti. Is that a word people still use?
Yeah, they usually... Oh!
What's another one?
They usually say Boshti is out.
Whoa.
Oh,
I
goes
think it was
now
dead
as well.
anyway.
Oh my word, that red just goes, and that's like... Yeah, they all go up in that top bag.
100% of the votes at the moment going to Dan.
That's no good.
What do you mean that's no good?
It's no good.
Yeah, it's
No,
alright.
it's not. He's wrong side of it. He's got to play the double now.
He'll be alright.
Yeah, but yeah, you wanted to be the other side of that. Might screw right down. Yes. Wow. You have to widen the angle. Like, that's an
Yeah.
easier pot now.
Yeah. Still a tough pot. Yeah, tough one. Oh.
Yeah. Certainly was. How are you doing, Franco Adelamura?
Yeah.
You're definitely from France, right? We had this one last time.
Was it Italy or something? I think it might have been Italy, yeah.
It was,
That?
He's left it.
That was like, what, a safety attempt from Justin.
Yep.
Is he Ray?
He's
he
something.
really?
He's definitely something. Problem is Dan will need to play this because the angle the white's coming off. Dan will need to play this with left-hand side, and when you play it with left-hand side, you've got to aim slightly more to the right. And if he
Yeah.
can only just see the pot and angle, this makes it tough. He could foul here, so he's not gone for the pot. Yep.
No.
Couldn't see
Doesn't
the
want it to be
angle.
snug on the cushion. He's trying to coax it up and off, but it's not that tasty.
He farted.
He's just wafting his fart
Yeah,
around the room.
wafting,
Yeah.
yeah.
He does that. He does that
but
as
usually
well,
does
yeah.
it in the final though. I don't really understand. Like this is a quarter final.
Ugh. That's awful.
It's actually a very good shot as
No,
well
I know,
because it's
it's
not
excellent.
the one cushion escape is almost cut off.
He's got nothing on. That's horrible.
He's got to go back and forward. It's the triple with a white ball. White ball. Imagine the white sneaks in behind. Get your finger on F12. The white sneaks in behind. I'll eat my own hand.
Good hit. It's a good hit, that. He hasn't left. Oh, he's got one into the middle right. Of course he has.
Got a few pots here. As long as this goes in and these yellows don't stick to each other.
Ooh, that is a big miss for the pig.
Ooh, the pig.
That's a big pig miss.
That's a pig miss.
That's
That.
a pig. That's a pig miss.
Pig missed that, brother.
Pig miss.
Right then, Dan, hard man. Gonna do. Want to come for you. Play the double. Play the double. That's not a bad shot. He's covered the yellow. That's not bad. Gonna try and reclaim the pocket, maybe using the yellows that are closest to each other, the one on the right.
All good, thanks guys. Glad to hear you're all right, Franco, mate. What you been up to? You been watching the? I mean, I don't want to presume, but are you been watching the football, mate? Do you like football? Is that your sort of thing? How do you? I think you're from. Are you from Italy, mate? I'm not sure. I forgot. I feel bad. I feel bad.
Look at his profile picture.
Oh yeah, they only do like those things in Italy.
Yeah.
Can you see that yellow into the middle left? You want to leave this yellow in the bottom right unless he thinks he can clear up, which I'm sure Justin thinks he can clear up from any position.
Just wants to make sure, because he's going to try and screw into the red now. He needs to hit the red half ball. If he hits the red full ball, if this yellow goes, it's not bad. That's okay. He's got the white ball out. It's not too difficult of a pot. Play it with a little bit right hand side, maybe. Okay, that one goes then. Easier. Perfect. Down past the black now. Love to lead himself through the gap almost straight on that yellow so he can just bring the white back, but on neither.
He's got.
He's on the bottom one.
He's just on the bottom one, I think.
Yeah.
Just.
So these can go wrong. He can snook himself behind the black, or he can not get enough, or he can just obviously be absolutely plumb. That's not bad. It's not bad.
Top right. Doesn't want to roll forward on this one.
Stun the white. As long as you play just below center of the white white ball's gonna just drift below the red.
My little cannon on the red would be perfect.
Is he gonna screw it straight back? He's coming right back.
Very lovely shot there.
Shot.
Leave himself into the devil's bag. Leroy at the table there behind him on table 2. Still 2-all between him and John Jacobs. Justin does get the first frame here. First frame, very important when you're playing against a top competitor like Dan Richards.
Yeah.
Indeed, some great games. Don't have much hope for the Azzurri. Well, you never know. They're into the knockout stage. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I think they've got... Is it Switzerland? No. Right? Switzerland first. And they'll play either England or Slovakia, I think. Doable. Absolutely. A little bit tight up here in this top left pocket. Find a route out. Not going to be easy for Dan. His super fluorescent trainers he's got on again. Let's have a look at our poll. We got 100% of the votes going to Dan. Who do you think is going through? Get your votes in the poll. Let us know. Who's your favourite for this match? Justin Bishop 1-0 ahead here, but Dan certainly having chances to win that first frame. Is that correct? Okay, thank you, Franco. Yeah, I think Italy-England could be an interesting match if England are able to get past Slovakia. I'm not too sure they will. Haven't been the most confident of group stages for either team, really. Some reserved play happening here from both players. Neither player wanting to take the risk and open the game up. Neither player confident enough with the position yet to go for it. What does Dan decide to do here? Is he going for a plant here into the middle? Did go for it, didn't work out, and things have opened up a lot more now. That was a risky shot to take on, but Dan likes to play with a bit of confidence. Maybe that's one of the things that makes him so good. Still 2-2 between Leroy Smith and John Jacobs over on table 2. It's a real battle happening over there. I say that, Leroy's just taken the lead, 3-2 to Leroy. Could we be seeing Leroy in the semi-final against Daniel Evans? He's got one more frame to get to see himself into the semi-final. Bit of a bridge here for Justin. Goes for the percentage shot. Tries to keep things nice and awkward. Dan does have a shot onto the top left though. Those yellows are pretty ugly as well. So still quite a bit of pool I think left to be played in this frame. Sure about that one. Not sure about that one, Dan. I think he got the wrong side of that red. Giving Justin a chance to screw into this red and pop the other red out potentially as well. Some big Leroy fans in the chat. A couple of his brothers are watching, wishing him to do well. He's in a good position now, coming back from 2-0 behind. He is, I think. Justin is able to find a way to open up this red on the top left cushion here. With this shot, then he could be seeing himself into a 2-frame lead. And he's found the middle right. He's gone straight in off. That's a nightmare for him. Very unlucky. He popped that red out very well, but... Long reach now for Dan. That hasn't quite worked out how he would have liked, I don't think. He does have other options. He can play one of these yellows into the middle right. Going for the long reach. Just trying to figure out where the black could possibly go. I think it might... Oh, he's just missed it. Never mind. I was going to say the black might have just snuck into that middle right. It will now, but... If Justin's able to clear away these reds, the black will go in any of the bottom pockets as well. That's a big miss. Big miss from Dan there. There's the cannon. It's a lovely shot from Justin. Opened things up very well.
What's happening here, Stuart?
Justin seems to be doing the business here. He's left himself. It's a pretty awkward little shot if he chooses to take it on into either into the bottom right or the middle left, but he's done a good job of developing things this far. Having a few second thoughts about this next shot though.
I think he's a bit worried he could clatter into one of those yellows. Takes that one in the bottom right. This is a delicate one. This is one he would give him the easier positioning.
Lot on it because those yellows all go now as well. So he knows if he does miss either of these options, then he's in trouble.
The gap in between the two yellows, but you might have to play this with a bit of pace, go all the way up and down the table. Exactly what he's done.
He's going for it. It's worked out all right as well.
Played it brilliantly.
Does this red pass the black? I think it might, you know. It's hard to tell from this angle. Little shot of John Jacobs in the background there. finishing up his last colour ball. Is he on the black? Justin find this pocket. He does.
See if John can take the frame.
To take it to Hill. And he
Has
does.
done.
Pressure,
Hill against
pressure,
Leroy.
pressure over on table 2. Justin to finish off this second frame as well, and he does. Well worked out, well played for Justin there. 2-0 to Justin. Dan needs to make something happen in this frame. 3-0 down against Justin is probably a step too far, I would have thought. It's a hammer of a break. That's a cracking break.
When he catches it right, Dan, first frame against me, he put 3 reds.
Go for your yellows, or he's just trying to see if that yellow, if he can see that furthest yellow.
I think this is dish-alicious. Little easier on the reds. Little. Either's fine. Fancies the yellows.
Oh
dear.
He bows his head. That is a nightmare for him.
It is a nightmare. That is the worst scenario.
That could be that.
You would never have done that against me.
No, he didn't do that against me. No, but you're absolutely right. That is a big mistake from Dan. He doesn't make those mistakes often.
I did a huge mistake against Dan where he the white flew off the table. He gave me 2 shots and I didn't hit a cushion.
Yeah, it rolled down just in the jaws down the bottom left.
The balls were perfect.
Yeah.
And before that, he had pretty nice reds on my dry break, and he reversed dish. So when you give these players easy tables like this, it crushes you. Dan would have felt the pain
because he knows that Justin is the type of player that will just clear these up and say thank you very much, sir. He's over. He's not. I'll tell you what, he hasn't got that quite right.
Yeah, he wanted to leave that yellow, the middle yellow, the one in the middle of the table, into the top right. Made things very simple for him.
Yeah.
He's still thinking of playing that shot, but
got Leroy at the table. He's on his phone.
Gamesmanship there by Leroy.
Yeah, just texting his mum. Mum, I'm going to win the tournament tonight. That's what he's saying.
So he's trying to leave this into the devil's bag.
Yeah.
And he might have to play it with a bit of pace and
maybe screw it back.
Yeah, the black goes into left centre, I think. And I think that's what he was planning all along. Not quite this route. But he has to play this with a bit of pace. Screw it back. Should be within his skill set, but a tricky shot.
He's missed it.
The devil. Nightmare. The devil does play a part, and again, with these top players, Daniel should really clear these up.
He's also got plenty of snooker options as well, if he needs it.
No, he doesn't need the snooker.
He doesn't need the snooker.
The level of talent where it becomes a last chance scenario. This is entirely there for Daniel. He'll be very disappointed if he doesn't clear these up. A touch thin on this, but again, should be okay. He doesn't want to catch anything here, or maybe he would have liked to catch.
He's missed he can't see the easy option into the red into the middle left, so he's going to have to go for this sort of awkward one into the middle right. Push ball's right on the cushion, which makes things a lot more tricky.
A little bit of pressure on this. Miss it. He's 3-0 down.
Oh,
it leapt.
That was close.
It leapt around the middle bag. That should be 2-1 now for Hardman Dan.
Yeah, we said he needed this frame big time. Just needs to get this. That's right, yeah, looks pretty good to me, Paul. 2-1 coming up.
2 misses there from each player.
Yeah, so I just want to see what's going on in this other table. Leroy sort of sort of a bit dumbfounded. I don't know. He doesn't know what's going on. Leroy doesn't know what's going on. Doesn't know where he is. He's like, how did I get here?
His way into the semi-final.
There's a couple of yellows, a couple of reds left on the table. That's Hill over there, by the way. They're both on 3. First of 4 wins it.
Or he doesn't enter many tournaments, comes in and
Oh, Leroy had 2 shots.
gets to the semis.
Leroy's actually yellows. I see there's a little sneaky yellow at the top right cushion, the top right corner as well.
Ugly.
I'm not sure what happened there. John comes back to the table. So Justin now to break here on the main table in the semi-final. 2-1 up against Dan. And that's a heavy break.
Wow, yellows look dishable.
Yeah. Dishinio. Dishlectable. Does that work? Does that work?
Yeah, it works. A dishlectable brick leading to a dish. That good. I'll be surprised if this isn't a dish.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hit that.
Oosh! That was close.
A little bit of poo.
That was close.
A little bit of poo would have just come out of his pants there.
Choosing to leave that one over the bag at the top. Oh, it's popped out a little bit. It's still awkward. It's still a bit awkward. He hasn't really got the angle to go into it from here either. So a little bit misplacement there from Justin.
That was a slip. Can he go into it off this? He's putting a bit of right hand side off the cushion.
That's absolutely fantastic. The control on that.
I think he went all out for that, knowing that he's going to get it out. He might not leave a shot on it, but he's probably going to have the one over the top left bag.
There you go.
His insurance, but he hasn't left himself on the one over the top left, so a tricky spot for Justin. Reds are certainly far from ideal.
Yeah, this is awkward. Oh!
Doesn't get the double. Now,
Damn.
Hardman Dan, even though these reds look tough and the yellows are open, he does not give up any frames. Thinking of ways to snooker.
Yeah. Tuck me. Oh my God, has he found the gap? That is unbelievable.
He's found the gap. I think he has it. It looks like he can pot this.
Oh my God, that is crazy. If he can see this into the middle right. I don't think he can, you know.
You would have fancied he would have played it by now, unless he's just playing a bit of...
Can we just have a little look at what's
games.
going on the other table? Leroy's at the table. He's got 1 yellow left. Where's that white going? No, I thought it was going in at the top right. He's left himself. I don't know what he's got. What's Leroy going for here?
Kind of bottom... Us. Nope.
Oh
he's given away
no,
2
he's
shots.
totally messed that one up. That's the worst time. Hill.
Couldn't pot it, clearly. Tried to leave the white as awkward as possible for Hardman.
More dirt from Dan. Developing dirt. My favourite.
Good at that, Dan. Be an easy hit by Justin. See if he can put it into the right centre.
Not quite.
Hasn't done so. He went for that knowing he was going to leave Dan a couple, but Dan still got a lot of work to do. But Dan is a grinder in these situations. Justin Bishop's the best in the world with 2 shots, but these kind of situations, I think Dan Richards is the best in the world. Another snooker coming up. No
He's left
snooker.
that into the top right. Not an easy shot, but certainly potable for someone of Justin's quality.
Bit of pressure on it because the Reds are in a much better position.
Oh,
Overcut by quite a
overcut
bit.
it. What's happening over on table 2? Still Hill. John Jacobs still at the table, still with 4 reds left on the table, and he misses that, and it goes in the middle left. You lucky boy.
They're feeling the pressure on that table.
Yeah.
And
He's got a chance to clear these up, but he really does. If he can get this red, it goes off the yellow if need be, but second best prize, it will cover the pocket.
That way. To be a real steal by Dan. He looked nowhere in this frame, but he's so good in these positions. Has he got an angle here? I think he has. Down onto this
John
white.
Jacobs is, I think he's snooked. Leroy, put your phone away. Concentrate on the match. Come on. Be in the moment. I believe Leroy snookered behind there.
He's missed the development, has Dan.
Leroy gets the pot.
Reports that he's going to have a shot on this black.
I've got guys, we're watching table 2.
Stands up.
That's what's going to Dan. That's awful.
He's going for the long double.
Dan, that was awful.
Well, he was unlucky to get that in off. There was always a risk, but he did actually get this long double.
Can Leroy get this pot? This is to win the match.
Time. Black's going flying, the white's going flying.
Looks like the black's gone somewhat safe there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, of course.
Yeah, it's just super blurry.
Shots on this table. Gonna clear these up. Go back to table 2.
Table 2. This is for the win for John.
For the match.
Gone for the double. Oh my God.
The cockeyed double. The cockeyed
Oh,
double
it
has
worked.
gone in. The cockeyed double went in, and Leroy can't
believe it.
John Jacobs gets some serious luck. He knows
I think he went for it.
No,
I think that's
way.
that's what he said.
way.
I think I heard Leroy say, "Did you go for that?" And he went, "Bloody hell! All right, fair play."
No
I think.
way. No
I think
way.
that's what I heard.
He went for the other double.
We'll ask Leroy now.
3-1 here for Justin Bishop.
Bang! And he
3-1 it
does
is.
make it 3-1. So John Jacobs through to the semi-final against Daniel Evans. How long is this going to take? We can get him to swap after one frame, yeah, let him know. Did John mean that cock hat double? Unlucky Leroy, well played, sir.
Well, you win some, you lose some, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Did he mean that?
No.
No, he didn't. He was going for the bottom right.
The one before that he got lucky as well.
I've been lucky all day. But you make your own luck.
Yeah. So Justin choosing reds here. You can see why. We've got Daniel Evans and John Jacobs kicking things off on table 2 in the other semi-final. We will move them over to the main table after this one finishes. See who will be joining what looks like Justin in the final. But Dan isn't out of this yet.
Ooh, the devil has played a part again. I was just about to say he's not over yet, but it could be over very, very shortly. Was not expecting him to miss that. It was a tricky one. Expecting Justin to get that. He's left the white in a bit of an ugly position for Dan. Has made the frame a bit ugly as well. Davis and excellent queuing. Mr. Jacobs. Ugly little contact. That's 2 shots.
That's a foul, is it?
Yeah, that's 2 shots to Justin.
That's a nightmare. That's a disaster for Dan Richards here.
Hang on a second. I think it's 2 shots.
Huh? They're not. It must not be. Huh? Now it is. Wait. Now it is. I don't know. He must have. I must have missed something. Must have missed something. We'll have to check back on the YouTubes.
Justin never misses.
We'll have
anything,
another little look here. We got it up here. Let's have a look. So it's touching ball. Is he touching the black maybe? hit the yellow first.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 100% easy. He 100% hit the yellow first. 100%. I saw it. Oh, sorry. Watch. Just watch
I
it.
think he gets a double hit on this to start. I need a bar or something.
A bar or something. Yeah, there's cakes and stuff in there. That thing. Crack on. And there's Welsh cakes somewhere as well. Welsh cakes. What a treat. So Dan still not out of this tournament yet. Still plenty of work to do though. Some serious issues he needs to figure out. That's one issue figured out. Good shot there. Still not sure how he's going to sort out this problem with that yellow just above the black. That is a tricky one. Don't ask me. I got no idea. $14 likes on the stream, guys. Can we get the likes up over 20? We usually do. Chuck a like on the stream if you haven't already. 100% of the votes still going to Dan, who they think's going to win. It's 3-1 down. Yeah, Dan's winning. Tell you what, it's not out of this yet. They might be right. Gonna have to go to Mid Wales one day and give it a go all the way from sunny Kent. Yes, absolutely. Get yourself down here. Get yourself involved in the flyer. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Not sure he's quite got the angle here.
That's tough. He left a double. Straight double into the bottom left. Ball on this. Oh, and he got it. What a finish.
Hard man.
From the hard man to keep himself alive. 3-2. What a finish. Let's take another look at that black. That was fantastic. If our offer still stands, what was our offer? I can't remember. Yes.
You said if he turns up, you're going to give him £1,000.
I don't remember saying that. I didn't know. I don't think I said that.
A great double.
Yeah. Let's take another look at it. It rattled around before going in. Fantastic finish. But Justin to break here, and he is certainly capable of a dish. So Dan will be hoping for a dry break.
Well, whenever this becomes a massive favourite to win the whole thing. And off.
Yeah.
I've got foot on. Yeah, you sort the burgers out for yourselves, lads.
Cheers, Leroy. Such a gracious loser. He loses and then comes out to give us food.
I don't mind.
I'll just have
A Welsh
packet
cake.
of crisps. Right, Chris, and a steel Welsh cake. Just dig into those
They're not
cheeseburgers.
stale.
Steel compared to big dirty double cheeseburger.
They are,
These
yeah. They are, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Hang on, he said there's no burgers yet. You're having a double cheeseburger. He's having
He
a
said
double
there's only 2 buns. There's only 2 buns. There's 4 burgers, but 2 buns. So sorry, mate.
I'm on a low carb diet. I'm on a low carb diet. I don't need the bun.
Added the like, good man, Franco. Good stuff. Yeah, mate, get yourself down here. Get yourself involved in the tournament. Tell you, if you come down, I'll pay for your entry personally into the flyer. All right, saving yourself a £5 there. You think you could? You think you could take on some of the big names in this competition? Think you got what it takes?
And Richards, too far away. I thought he was going out. And whenever I was out there and I was saying to the other semi-finalists, I said, "You guys mind playing one frame on the other table?"
Yeah.
And Dan Richards looked at me and was like, "What do you mean one frame?" As if this is. I didn't mean it that way. I was saying that these guys could play 3 frames, and the time those other boys play one
Speaking
frame.
of which, John Jacobs is 1-0 up against Daniel Evans already. It's a quick frame for table 2.
If I was to pick a winner of that, I probably would have went for Dan Evans, young Dan.
But John must be playing well tonight. 4-3 victor over Leroy Smith, and we know what Leroy's capable of.
I do think Dan will be a little step up from Leroy, but John is a player with lots of variability in his game. He can be very good one day, not so good the next.
That is tonight one of the good days. Wait, tonight one of the good days.
And if he does get to the final, he's got my full support.
I think he's got everybody in the world's support.
And he's gonna need it
Yeah.
against whoever wins this match.
Hey, what, Dan got a chance to bring it back to
Brilliant.
level here.
Brilliant use of the yellow there.
This is looking like a brilliant little clearance from Dan to bring it to Hill. Then we'd be in for a right, but then it'll be Dan's break as well. Some of us here moved from Kent just to be close to the action. Yeah, exactly. That's the sort of draw we have.
I thought the weight looked good on that white for a second, but it's just come up about
He's
an
going to
inch
have to put a bit
short.
of check on it and bring it to straighten it up a bit.
I'm not sure he can. We'll see. He might have to go round off a couple
He's
of
going
cushions.
round instead. He's going to
Doesn't want
find the
to cut
gap.
the yellow.
He's not. He's snookered himself. He's absolutely devastated.
Yeah, that was just
Oh.
the shot before that. He was just about an inch too short. So he had to go round off those 2 cushions. When you do that, there was a risk of hitting the yellow. And it's exactly what happened. The yellows are very clearable. He knew that was his chance to make it hill. He's
What
trying
is
to go
going
in
on
for
here?
right centre. He's gone off 2 cushions right centre.
He's got the hit. Tell you what, that was going top right. But it hasn't.
Well,
And Justin comes to the table now.
it's a safe black, which you think, okay, well, Justin's unlikely to clear this up. But
He loves a bit of dirt, Justin. He knows when and how to play some dirt.
yeah, and I think it will happen at some point.
Yeah, Franco, there's lovely houses available around these parts, mate. Nice quiet town. I think you'd like it.
One of the cheapest areas to buy a house in the UK.
Yeah.
Win a few flyers,
Yeah.
Franco, and
And we got a Tesco's.
you've got a house.
Yeah.
Justin must have bought a couple of houses.
Justin owns half a land odd now, yeah.
It's called Land Bishop.
Bish Dodd.
Yeah.
Bush Pig Town. What? Bush Pig Town.
Bush Big City.
Bush Pig City. Ooh. That's not super nice.
He didn't definitely want to follow through that much. He's got to cut into the top right, but things have gone a touch awkward for him. Cutting this is awkward. Could go into the black or the yellow.
Tell you what.
He's worried. He almost got down there, thinking I'm going to cut this in and develop the black, and then he just thought at the last second, I do that and miss, I'm opening up the black. So
Yeah.
he's having 2 thoughts.
Lamb Flag says he won't regret it for moving to the area. There's good pubs around as well, Lamb Flag being one of them. He needs to get the pot and he hasn't. And I tell you what, this goes.
Well,
That is a massive mistake.
his second thought was, if I miss this cut, I'm going straight into the black, I'm opening it up, and if I miss it, I'm going to leave Dan on, and that's exactly what happened. And we're going.
We're going.
Ow,
Ow, ow.
Been a night of comebacks. Justin Bishop was 3-0 down to Jacob,
Yep.
and came back and beat him, and Dan was 3-1 down here. LL, can he finish the comeback?
Needs a good break here.
It's a monster break. The last thing you want
No
is a big
way
split
is that
like
going.
this.
Oh my god, that red went round the cup and out. How is nothing? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a dry break.
It's dry.
I don't believe it. There was so much movement there.
It's dry, but he's not left anything simple. I think the yellow will go into the right
I
centre.
think so, and if it does, these yellows look all right, Paul. They really do.
Little delicate one. Miss it.
Such an important shot this for Justin.
Miss it.
Yeah.
Dan will be all over that like
Shit on Velcro.
the ladies of Landod.
He's just about.
I'm not sure
Wow.
he was sure that was going in. He has got it. Looking where the problems are. The yellow in the middle of the table could be a potential problem. Goes into top left. Bottom left.
If he needed to do that.
Ooh, well, I think he was trying to clear that right centre bag for that ball I was just talking about. He hasn't quite cleared it.
Is he looking to maybe a plant into the bottom left? That would be so sneaky. If that's a little gap he can see.
Very risky. But Justin is a great thinker of the game.
What timing? I come back from getting ice cream and it's hill. Couldn't be any better, Ed. Ice cream at this time of night, isn't it? Wait, in Spain, isn't it like an hour ahead? Is it an hour ahead in Spain?
Sure.
What time is it? What time is it over there, Ed? I think it's 10:30. Have an ice cream at 10:30. That's the sort of stuff you do when you're on holiday.
Yeah, it's still warm over there, no doubt.
Yeah. Ice cream at 10 with a glass of wine and stuff like that.
Ed, who beat Justin in a hill frame not too long ago in the league, 8-7 victor there. Top our Division 1 table.
What a brilliant match that was. I hear it's Ed v Finch, I think, on Tuesday.
Yeah,
that'll be an
another big
interesting one. Good wait on that.
Yeah, lovely shot. But
Wait.
White has gone in a funny position here.
He's not got a pot on, has he? Has he got a cut in the bottom left, maybe? But that's not very nice.
Cut's definitely not on, but
Not on for you.
the way Justin played that.
Made it seem like that's what he wanted.
Yeah, so he must have something in mind.
Abhay Day is in the chat. How is it? It's not bad. Checking in a bit late today because there's no Euros. Well, that's why we're here. That's the name of the stream. There's no Euros. Might as well watch this.
Ed is saying they are an hour ahead.
Ice cream for supper is ideal.
Lamb and Flag say, come and stay at Bryn Derwin.
Wait, this is Bryn Derwin, B&B. Owner moved here from Kent. B&B owner from Kent to test the local area. Well, there you go.
Is that how you pronounce that? Bryn Derwin?
Yeah. Why not?
Justin there, he played that in a way where he's unlikely to pop and he's going to tie up one of the reds. Tried to do in the hill against Ed Lewis. I remember he had a touching ball. All he could do was really tie up some of the balls. He's done that again. Learn from these players, don't we? If nothing's on, try and tie something up if you're against a really good player.
Yeah, doesn't quite work out like that. Dan Evans 2-0 down now against John Jacobs. John Jacobs pulling away a little bit, but he did this against Leroy, and Leroy came all the way back. So certainly not over and done yet.
John Jacobs will be getting all my support if he makes the final. All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
A big following as John Jacobs from Newtown.
There's only one John Jacobs.
Bit of dirt. Have a shot. It's what you got to do.
Dirtbag.
What you got to do sometimes. 22 million people in the chat. We're looking at 15 likes. Guys, get the likes. Let's get up over 20. Come
Get
on.
us our likes
I
then.
believe in you guys.
I believe.
Boo! I think that's for Dan Richards. Dan Evans being 2-0 behind. Don't panic.
It's organic.
It's organic. Yeah, exactly.
Here.
He's coming off the little bottom left cushion. Delicate. It looks like he's got it hit. Doesn't want to go in off. That's a lovely shot. Double finger tap on the table from Dan.
Played Justin Bishopino. Just wondering. I don't think he can see enough of it. If he could plant that back into the bottom right, but he's keeping it tight.
He's getting behind that red. He hasn't. He's given Justin a chance here.
Thin, very thin one into the devil's bag. Attempt at the pot there, just trying to cover the bag.
Yeah. Thinking ahead is Justin.
Would have wanted it a little bit more over the bag than that. I think the two reds on the bottom part of the table near that yellow could still be manoeuvred.
Another snooker coming up here.
Oh, he's missed.
There's a little gap again. That's mad. Dan working on his Orion belt at the top of the table.
Trying to get in behind the yellow that's tied up with a red here.
Quite nearly. Very cagey final frame in this semi-final.
Tried the long double to cover the devil's bag.
He's tied up that one yellow as well.
With an element of safety. So these frames often in a hill final frame. Just wonder, does Justin take the risk now? Quite a bit of distance between cue ball and the yellow over the devil's bag. Pot looks very doable, but he's wondering, can he clatter into them? Big risk doing that. Could win you the match. You need to take such a risk. Gone for it.
Great shot.
He's gone for it.
You let yellow, that little mid yellow's a little bit annoying for him, but yellows are in a more favourable position than before.
I think he's gonna be delighted with that shot. They all go now, and the black.
Can he go in? Does he go into this middle yellow off this off the side cushion here?
He's hoping he's enough angle that he can bring this white up the table, ideally above the yellow. I just wonder how thin this cut is. If he can.
So he's looking at, for his last yellow, the middle yellow, he's looking to leave that maybe into the bottom right, if he can figure out a way. No, he's doing it now. Now he's got the option for both. See, I didn't see that shot, ever. I'd never see it.
If he takes this one in the bottom right, he's clattering into the reds. If he takes the one into the left centre bag, he's going up the table and he could clatter into either of those two reds, and it's going to be tricky to get on that yellow.
Yeah. There is enough angle for the screw to come. Maybe there is a chance of maybe a potential in off with the screw, but he could come out and hit the left cushion and come back up the table. But he's choosing to ignore everything we've said.
No, I think he's definitely smashing into those reds if he takes this bottom one. A reach as well.
Oh yes, there's another factor. Not the tallest of men, or the tallest of pigs.
It's quite tall for a pig.
For a pig, yeah.
This could go wrong. Wants to avoid the two reds. And how does he get a pot on? He's tried to hold it dead weight.
He has. And now clattering into the reds isn't a problem because he'll hold it for the black into the middle.
Black taking your medicine. Just about holding it. Time you clatter in the balls, things can go wrong. Do you think, I mean, is one worry, if he just catches that far red of the three reds, it could nip in behind the other two. Play it with a little bit of
Looks
effort
perfect
to get into
to me.
I mean, he played it for the centre of the two reds. Fantastic shot.
Wow, what a brilliant shot that was.
Really tactical frame, this one. Both great tacticians.
Can he keep his cool to see himself into the final?
He's done all the hard work.
Yeah.
And
It looks good.
That's the easy part. Great match, guys.
Yeah,
well done.
fantastic match. Well played, Justin. He is in the final. Right, so John Jacobs and Daniel Evans, 2-0 to John Jacobs at the moment. We're going to get them as soon as they finish their frame. Let's have a look. They've just finished their frame. They were waiting for us. Good stuff. So that is them coming over onto the stream table now. It's just gone 2-1. So Daniel Evans 2-1 down against John Jacobs at the moment. Let's get them over on to table one and see out the rest of this other semi-final to see who will be joining Justin in the final. So the Llama flag will be happy. Daniel Evans on the stream table gets a frame back. Game on here in the other semi-final match. Oh. But will the effects of the stream table change the way these players have been playing? Maybe John gets a little bit more nervous than Dan. Dan's played on this stream table many more times than John has. And that might just affect his temperament, his concentration, which Dan won't mind, I'm sure. Reds don't look too bad at the moment. Dan's playing with a little bit of confidence here. It's an awkward bridge into the Devil's pocket. Lovely, lovely shot of Dan there, but he rattles it and the Devil takes another victim. It's always nice out there when all the other lights are off on the other tables. Get a real, it's got a lot of impact. It's a real setting.
It's like the Crucible when you go down to the single table
Look
stage.
at John. Look at him. Good man.
Happy where that white ended up there. Tough bridge.
It's flying. Flying around the table.
Down a bit, John. Relax.
It's all right. It's the pressure of the stream table, I'm telling you. You know he's got 22 million people watching him now.
Devil again.
The Devil again. Justin to face either of these two players. Oh, he's hammered that into the Devil's pocket. That doesn't happen easily at that sort of angle, tell you. Razor Davis up the John. That red's gone a little bit ugly after that kiss.
Up the John.
Up the John.
My full support if he makes the final.
So does Dan anyway.
But the whole of Ridan are we supporting Daniel. Fancy Daniel just to nick this one. John started well, 2-0 up, 2-1. They've now moved over to the stream table. John, think about the plant here, maybe. No, just little containing shot, trying to leave it awkward, but he has left one into the top left.
Dan's straight down on it as well. He knows what he needs to do. Quite make things ugly down there. There is an angle to get on that yellow into the bottom right.
I was looking at this one on the cushion. He can cover the top right bag. Or at least that's what he needs to do.
Yeah,
he has done it.
Well. Red past that yellow. If not, I mean, he can at least cover the bag. It might be his best option here. Nope, he's hammered it in there.
Able to bounce the other red out. Look, is that a double? I think the yellow would block the double. Tough to get on this final red off this angle. Tried to force it through, get into the right side.
Lots of Devils in this match already. Big dinners on stream.
Frames away from his first MRC Flyer final.
Yeah, monumentous
Daniel
occasion.
Would also be his first MRC Flyer final.
Oh yes, just like you said earlier, of course. Hey!
Played it with a lot of pace.
Semi-final, yes. Yes, this is the semi-final. The winner of this awaits Justin in the final.
Bush Pig. Be heavy favourite no matter who he plays.
Pain shot from Dan. I think this yellow does pass into the middle right. It's a little bit awkward.
If he plays it dead weight,
yeah,
you can get the yellow beside the black as well. So it'll also be worth going for this. He's got it.
Got it. That's a good shot from John.
Tony has to dig into this a little bit. He's going to nudge the black a touch.
Does that go past? I think it does.
Time, John. Take your time,
He's
Shan.
absolutely flying.
John.
He's rapid.
I can't believe he can move so fast. He's absolutely flying.
It's into the Devil's bag.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Off the red and in.
Look at his face.
John's on absolute fire.
He flew
What a
right there.
clearance.
3-1 up, Mr. Jacobs.
Can't see his face in the
big
replay,
find.
but lovely shot off the red. Bang.
He was kind of smiling as he hit it, as if
It's like
I
it was
know.
almost like a grimace, like he was letting out some sort of like curry fart or something.
I'm gonna say it was a smile because he was just so confident.
Yeah, we'll go with a smile. So Dan with a bit of work to do now, get a frame back. But John, I mean, you can see why he's doing so well. If he's playing like that in all these frames, he's formidable.
Jacobs 1 frame away. Do you see either of these players getting a frame?
They've probably got like a 20% chance to get 1 frame. Is that good? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's probably fair
Reasonable.
Right.
Looks like it is going dry. So this frame should be over in about 30 seconds based on how John's been playing. Bum, 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 bum. Bring on the bush pig. That's what he's thinking. Ishmael's in the chat. I didn't see that. Hello, Ishmael. How we doing, son? Good to see you. That was crap. Yeah.
That was purr by John. That double wasn't even on.
No. He's going to double it. He's going to double it into a plant.
No idea what he was thinking there. Can't give Daniel a sniff. Daniel 3-1 down, but I fancy Daniel to win this. Well, Division 2 player, he's struggling in that division, but he's used to playing some real talented players.
Oh, that's gone a bit awkward. He has got this red into the top right.
He did beat Edward Jelfs. Really good results recently.
Yeah. Misses that. Doesn't cover the pocket either. I mean, there's a couple of problem yellows for John here.
Frame's got plenty of legs. Yet.
These yellows on the black, does that potentially plant if he gets the angle on it? Oh, he's tried to fire it in.
He loves hammering it into that bottom right. Rattling those jaws. I don't remember John playing so fast. I've played John a couple of times. Remember him being that fast.
I don't know, he's changed as a player. We haven't seen him for a little while. I think he might be touching ball there.
Ball, that's why he hit the red first. No foul, even though it might have looked like it, but the touching ball, he didn't need to hit a yellow, just needed to make sure he hit a cushion.
Reds anyway.
Anyway.
Red's looking pretty awkward from this position here. I'm not sure which way this frame's going to go now. He's going to try and
Keep up.
can't keep up.
Cannot keep up with these lads.
They're flying. Give us a second.
Hang on.
Take a breath.
Hang on, lads. Can't talk that fast. On Jacobs finally chalks his cue.
Has he got an angle to go in and come up and hit this little pack in the middle of the table there? He needs to sort out something about this lad.
Oh, that's a great effort.
Yeah.
The white had rolled forward.
Tell you what,
a touch
he
more.
just play this yellow and bring the white off the bottom cushion a little bit, leave it super awkward. Just do that. That'll work as well.
Lazy little
think?
containing shot he has.
Do you think a double here? I mean, leave the white up in behind those two reds, make it awkward.
He's put Dan in a tough spot here.
Potentially play. I mean, if Dan can cover this bottom right pocket, I think that would be a big,
I think
big
Dan
win.
was thinking about going in behind those two reds. Tried.
Yeah. Not a bad effort.
Doesn't waste any time, Mr. Jacobs.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, and he's covered the pocket. You lucky boy.
He was very lucky against Leroy to win, but need a bit of luck sometimes. Puts him in control of this frame. Clock out double.
Close. These yellows go now, Paul, and the black also goes. Big advantage here to John.
Does he leave that yellow in the top left? I mean, there's no other pot. How aggressive is he? He's feeling aggressive tonight.
Working out for him at the moment.
Well,
I don't think you can see this bottom yellow depart. No chance, John. No chance. He's not fussed. He's just bugger it. I'll put it even safer.
strange choice.
I'll put it even safer. He's playing on just on fumes. I don't know. He's just flying.
When you get a player that just plays that fast, sometimes it makes you speed up yourself. So I think Daniel's just trying to calm himself down because he's kind of playing John's speed game at the minute. Daniel's usually quite a considered slow player.
There's the tactics coming out from Dan. Left him. I mean, he's left John a long pot under the top right.
Off the cushion.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Extremely difficult.
The cut? No. Hard to. Sometimes the camera angles do me over. I swear.
Best chance Daniel's had in a while. All about cue ball control for the top players that we see here at the MRC. This would be frame over. Daniel Evans, are you one of those top players?
Going in behind the red. He
He
is.
is,
Oh
because
my
he was
God.
playing the snooker.
Good thinking, Dan.
Dan says, I don't need to clear them up. I'm just going to put John in serious trouble.
Bit of a wry smile from John there as he comes to the table. He's like, yeah, fair enough.
It all evens out, they say. John's had plenty of luck. Very difficult to see what we can do here. Couldn't do anything.
Yeah, awkward one. Oh, surely now this is Dan's frame to lose.
Lift it, Dan. We know you can lift it. Lift it, Shan. Goes into the bottom right, so makes it a lot easier.
Just needs to maybe screw back a touch.
I think he's going to just push this through, leave it into the devil's bag, bottom left.
Yeah. Take it to 3-2. Doesn't want to be missing this one. Doesn't.
No problem.
John with the break here. Chloe Price says, come on, Dan. It's not the best of breaks from John. It's not dry, though. One of your addition win breaks, Paul? Would you be happy with addition win break with that, like that?
Well, I mean, as long as you get one down, you've got to sniff and angle to clatter into them, but that was the ball to do it, and does something outrageous here. They think that he's trying to cover the bag, hasn't done so. Dan can cut this bottom one, he'll take it. And it's thin enough to go into the pack.
Yeah, he split that up lovely. Magic.
Back into the right centre. Again, we'll split them. He's done the same again. 2 and 1.
Yeah.
2 2-and-1s. Both of them. The second ball went into the right centre bag. Dan is battling to get this to Hill. He's got a simple pot, but he's going to have to come all the way up and down the table.
Oh!
Which means you play at pace. Where's
Where's
that
the white going? It's going in!
It's going into that bottom right bag. It's 2 shots. for the big man, Johnny Jacobs. This is your moment, John.
Go away, you can split both packs up. I think maybe clip off the black.
There is, you're exactly right. That's how you do it. And I think John knows that as well.
Nope.
Well, what on earth that was. He has split, well, you know, they'll all go somewhere, not now. Those two reds together, the bottom one I think goes into the bottom right. You're looking at the big pocket double, but I think the yellow just slightly higher up the table for that. Containing.
Yeah, that's a clever shot.
Sometimes when John plays those sort of containing shots, like almost dismissive. Walks up to it, taps it, walks away.
It's a thin one. Oh,
It was not far away from that. That was mighty close. The snooker here.
here, Dan. Cheers, buddy.
Here, Dan. And you'll in a world of shit here. This long
To
bridge.
put it bluntly.
Look at the long bridge. I mean, surely you don't play it that way, Daniel. Wants to, though. He's desperate to play that one. Easier contact on the cue ball.
Oh,
He's
it's
got the hit.
delicious. It's delicious.
What yellow to go safe? Chance. White going. Where's the white going?
Oh!
It's kissing into the left centre bag. He was in a world of poo a minute ago. Sometimes you got to go through the poo. End up in some lovely places. You would know all about
like
that.
Andy Dufresne.
Yeah. You know all about that.
I know all about going through poo.
Going through the poo to end up in nice places.
Yep.
Bit with PSB. Has got an angle here to screw in. Get an angle to develop the yellow. Not that way.
Tell you what, he might have a little. He might have it off the red.
I did not think there was enough
He
of this
might
yellow.
have it off the red.
The pot. It might even go direct.
Oh, it does go direct, and he's
Does
on the
go.
black as well.
Young
This
Daniel
is for Hill.
taking us onto the hill. Daniel Evans. The concentration
He does.
gets it. It's hell.
Daniel, to
Final
make a
frame shootout.
fantastic sort of comeback here.
Brightest finest, or Newtown's finest. Here in Landod.
Just about avoids the in off.
Yellow does drop. Right, V Newtown. Who's your money on, Mr. Williams?
It's tough. It's not the nicest of splits. I can't see a clear route around. There's some problem balls for both.
I called Daniel at the start, and I'm sticking with it. Balls here, the youngster. Inch away from perfection there. He was hoping to take this one into the devil's bag. One that's just not the worst little kiss there.
Goes up to the top right.
Shot he should play is the shot he should play, and he is playing it. He might even be trying to cut this. Right centre, and he's taking it long, and he's got
good.
it. He's got it.
Lovely shot.
He's pulling out his best pull exactly when he needs it. The Dynamite Kid, Daniel Evans.
Long reach here for him. Got the dexterity.
Played that well.
Oh, he's got an option into the top right, which actually might develop that top red.
I mean,
That might have worked out perfectly for him.
He's on for a dish here in the Hill frame.
Can he hold it together? No.
Way off.
It was a tough one. It was a long reach. It was tough.
Way off, and these yellows are open.
So can Dan sneak it away from him? John even.
He's sneaking it away. I think he's going to be pulling it away with lots of force. It's knowable. A pass. It does. It's a lot easier if it doesn't. Surely would have played it by now. Well, sometimes John just plays it even though it doesn't go, but it did go. Feather into the bottom right.
Oh, he's...
Exactly. This one
I don't know what I thought was going on there.
cuts in, giving them options.
Oh,
There's no time on that and just didn't line it up properly. It was a huge error, a big moment in this match by John Jacobs. It deserved a lot more care and attention than that. And there's one thing that Daniel will do. He will make sure he gives it the care and attention that it needs. It's a bit straight
Oh!
here. So he tried to force it. I was wondering, was he going to take his medicine and just leave it alone? When he tried to force it, you
He's
can't
giving John
force
a
it.
big chance here. This goes.
You try and force it on these tables, and you will catch the jaws. Now this cuts, but it could be putting that white way over. So he's worried about snookering himself, so he's playing this tougher one into the devil's bag.
It's not going.
He's covered the bag.
Does red go top left? I think it does.
Covered the bag. Big.
If he's able to come all the way down off this. No.
He's just trying to cover this bag. He hasn't done so.
He hasn't.
He hasn't
Oh
done
my God,
so.
that could be it.
It's all there for the big man. Delicious John Jacobs. Don't snooker yourself here, John. Don't snooker yourself here,
Has he
John.
found the gap?
He's okay.
I think he's found the gap.
I think he's okay. We've got a great shot of John Jacobs here. Takes a little breath. Look at the face. Look at the smile. Is he smiling or what?
That looks pretty good.
He played one like this earlier into the right centre. For the match, for his first MRC Thursday Night Flyer final, John Jacobs.
And he gets it.
Magnificent John. Getting my full support.
John Jacobs wins the semi-final against Daniel Evans. He goes on to play Justin Bishop in the final. Obviously Justin is the overwhelming favourite, but John's got the world's support behind him. Go on, John.
$250 last week. That's why I wanted $250. He's coming back.
So John Jacobs finds himself in the final, his first final, and it is against the mighty Bush Pig. He won the lag, so it will be John to break first.
Get your likes in there to support John.
Yes, absolutely. Let's
If
get a little
John
poll
wins this,
going.
if John wins this with a kind of Thursday Night Flyer with Dan Richards, Jacob Bayless, Justin Bishop, John comes out on top of all of them. Would be an almighty shock. Been in an MRC Flyer final before. Used said he's got a 20% chance of winning one frame.
Yeah.
Avoiding
it off.
Break.
No balls have dropped, and it's a lovely split.
The last thing you want.
1-0 to Justin.
He's a good player. Well,
that's what it feels like
it
sometimes.
is.
You know?
That's it, and that's probably what it will be.
What colour does Justin go for here? Red's got the easiest starter. Leroy Smith in the chat. Come on, Johnny Boyo. Leroy sat behind me. He does choose reds, and I tell you what, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. He's made it a little bit more close in the middle there than he would have liked, but it's that red that he's put that yellow next to still goes into the top left. .67% of the vote. Bloody hell. 67% of the votes go into John for who they want to win this match.
Come on, John.
Does this red pass into the devil's bag? I think it does. Chooses to go into it, and it's gone a little bit ugly there.
Yeah, he tried to follow through just to develop. He's just nudged out enough. He's got a little thin cut. Got a thin one both ways, I think. Got one into the bottom left, one into the bottom right. Our dish. Mighty one, the mighty bush pig.
Oh, good.
Got it a little thick.
Nightmare! Give him that. Come on then, John. Let's have a look at you, lad.
If he wants to win the frame, he has got a chance of maybe getting the yellow in.
That's what he's going for as well.
The red.
Got to get this
Needs
right.
it. He's got it.
Oh, lovely.
He's got it right. Not much on here, but he could potentially cover the bag. Just leave the white on the bottom cushion. Justin very good at the back doubles though. Not sure that's the yellow I would be taking, but he's potted it. And he's flying around the table. People don't give him much of a chance in this match, but maybe John Jacobs plays better when he's the underdog.
Tell you what, this goes into the top right. He's got a plant down into the bottom right, and then they're all there.
He fancies this, Stuart.
Banged it in.
He's fancying this. John Jacobs.
This is a big shot now.
First.
No good. It's gone a touch awkward, but I don't think from here. I mean, he's covered the bottom right pocket from the black, so Justin's going to have to figure out a way to get that black somewhere else. Unless he goes, could he skill shot it from that distance? Maybe. Nah.
Awkward queuing. You can just catch the right side of the cue ball, makes it a bit easier. What? Does he get onto the black, or is he maybe thinking about playing a black onto the cushion onto the right side of the yellow? Straight into it. Bang!
Whoa.
That was a hell of an effort to leave it on the right side of the black and put it into the left center bag.
It goes into the top left. It's tough. Very tough.
Justin Bishop in the first frame of the final.
Well, so far, John.
He has done okay. And this is not easy for Justin, but Justin is excellent at working things out. Forcing Justin to slow down a bit. Playing the black onto the yellow. Leave the yellow safe.
Yeah,
He has done.
make it as awkward as he can.
See, I wonder if he'd have played that shot against someone like Dan Richards. Taking a tough one first. Maybe thinks he can get the white up the table. Oh, he's potted it.
Lovely.
Tell you something, he's potting it quite nicely. Black's still covered. He could potentially play it cushion first, so bit of a free shot here maybe for John Jacobs. Has got the free shot, potential double. Potential cushion first onto the right side of the yellow, but nothing easy for the bush pig, and the yellow's are very easy to pot. If he misses this...
Oh my word.
Surely not. Surely
Oh
not.
my
Surely
word.
not.
Oh my word.
Wow.
That
It
was
stopped.
unbelievable.
And Justin
This is a chonk to
has
take this frame.
left John Jacobs. You said 20%, but you know what's horrible here, Stuart?
Want to snooker himself.
Well, I think he
Whoa.
if he goes full ball, yeah, he's just able to nibble it. I was worried he was going to go follow through there.
Right,
But
John.
this should be 1-0 to the mighty John Jacobs. Game
And
on!
it is
Game
1-0.
on! And he storms in front of Justin. I'm the boss around here, Justin. There's only one John Jacobs. 1-0 up.
No. Sorry. Okay, we're in. Still only 3 votes in the poll. Who do you want to win this match? Get your vote in the poll. Vote for your favourite player. John Jacobs to win the Euros.
At this rate, he might just do that.
You know what? He might. Yeah.
Electing to take the yellows. Maybe now's his chance to follow through off this yellow into the centre. Try and nudge that yellow that's on the cushion on the left side into a potable position. We'll be going for that, I'm pretty sure. But maybe not. Maybe, well, he might not be confident. He's
feeling the pressure a bit, or what?
Looks maybe a touch straighter than ideal. Digging into it. So he's not trying to develop it this time. Maybe now. He usually goes for it as early as he can. He's got a little angle off this one to come off that right side cushion into it. I'm not sure he's going for it. Or is he? Is he?
Tried.
He tried to bounce the red out, I think. He could have left a shot down the rail. So he's
really got a shot on there. Can you see this top yellow? I don't know if you can.
He's really working hard.
And there's no double on for that yellow that's on the cushion because the red covering that middle right.
Way off.
Missed it.
Way off. How's your luck? How's your luck? Well, no, against Justin Bishop, you're happy as long as you get on the table and you can make things tough. John Jacobs is trying to do it in the minute.
None of these yellows go, so we just wanted to get that red out in the open.
Tough little spot. Tough little spot
Yeah.
for Justin.
Alan Evans in the chat. John Jacobs for Prime Minister.
Cucumber in the chat.
Cucumber.
Alad down someday.
Yeah.
Great player, Alad. Double attempt.
Yeah, this is turned into a very cagey match.
That's all for the benefit of John Jacobs. If it's open, if you fancy Justin will punish him. It's cagey and ugly. I won't mind that at all. Needs this. Gets it. He pots that he needs. He's getting it at the minute, John, to his credit. Does he try the tricky one down the reel? Or the slightly easier one? Rattles it in! Rattles.
Rattles it, and he rattles Justin with that shot as well, I think.
How brave is he going to be here? He's got an angle to go into this red here, I think. Or even just land above it. Using the yellow. Oh, he's unlucky there. He's really unlucky there. Tried to use the yellow to hold. He's back down in the flash, finally just thinking. He's cutting this. He's cutting this. Then one.
Oh!
Behind that red.
Oh my God, it's going behind the red.
He's got the
It's
snooker.
snookered it. Oh my
Completely
God.
played for that. Brilliant brains. by the fantastic JJ.
Another drink.
Aye. Just in a spot of bother here. Justin in a spot of ball. Get your likes in, because John Jacobs has given us a show here. He's given the bush pig a match. Good hit, and he's covered the red. Tough spot for John Jacobs. This, really, to get on the other red, he'd have to play this with pace. This is horrible. For John Jacobs, JJ. Hang on.
Oh my God,
Hang
it
on.
looks pretty
He's
good.
only just gone and pawed it! But he didn't get the white up enough, or has he?
Has he got the double on or something? I don't know if he can see it. He's trying to see if it's a total. Heartbreak.
Top cushion. If he gets this into the right centre bag, hasn't it hard enough for that?
Oh. What a pot that was down the rail, though.
Yeah, he even played it with pace to try and follow through to give him something. It was just a millimetre short.
Justin just going to nip the black out. Confident he can clear up from here. Ooh.
Oh.
A little table tap from Justin. He's not out. He's like scratching his head. What's going on here?
Didn't calculate that at all. Well, this is a tough one into the devil's bag. Got it. He's got it.
Just drops.
Just about.
So this should be pretty straightforward now. Play this one to the bottom right. Other one into the middle left.
There's no problem for the bush pig now. He's going to level this match, one apiece. John's given him a battle up to this point. Justin will be feeling a lot better. He's got a frame on the board.
Yeah. 1-all.
Huge frame, this one. If Justin gets it, I think it's already game over. He'll run away. But if John can sneak it and just keep the pressure on the bush pig, you never know. He's already surpassed many people's expectations by getting a frame. He almost took the second.
Oh, he's gone in off. That's such an unlucky kick.
Well, the way those reds are, unfortunately, for the John Jacobs fans, I think this is already 2-1. Boring.
Boring.
I think there should be a rule that the better player, when they're in this situation, should take tougher colour.
What if it's ambiguous?
I'll decide then. Justin should take yellows if he's a real man.
The real pig.
Of course, boring. Taking the reds.
Yeah, it looks relatively straightforward here for Justin, I think. But he is, he's capable of a mistake or two, as we've already seen.
The only pig.
He's only a pig. Bambo pig.
He's going to try and...
He's played that really well.
Yeah,
He's played that really well.
that red could have sort of skimmed out a little bit.
Yeah. And you can see the black through these yellows into the middle left. If he can keep position for it, which of course he can. Roll this one in. Leave the black into the middle left, and that 2-1 to Justin. It looks like
Reverse dish.
complete contrast to the first 2 frames. This
Over in the blink of an eye.
yeah, played that well.
I said it was an important frame. Oh! Well, he's gone and missed.
What happened there?
What happened there?
They all definitely heard us shout as well.
No reverse dish.
Oh my god! I don't believe that. I don't believe that was such a straight black.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
was simple.
Anyone
Big
can...
chat. John.
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 What is that?
John.
John. John.
John.
John.
Getting excited
John.
there. We're getting excited there for a little bit.
Can't believe you've done that. Can't believe you've done this. All right, 2-1 to the bush pig. What a miss that was on the black, though. My God, I can't believe Justin missed that black. That was insane.
You said there is a mistake in him,
Yeah.
and he rattled it. He played it pace. I mean, it's just didn't focus on it. Didn't concentrate. He should pot that 99 times out of 98.
Lovely break.
Didn't drop. No,
Nothing's dropped yet. It's dry.
it's dry. And what do you take here?
It's obvious, isn't it? I don't know.
No. I was thinking reds. There's a couple of slightly upper ones on that left side cushion. One's tied up with the yellow on the left, but it is developable.
Bad shot. He's put that. Those 2 yellows are a bit safe over there as well, so. Waste any time, does he?
Bad
Put this,
shot. Good pot.
This might plant into the bottom left at some point as well.
Want to play that plant. Now is as good a time as any.
Very easy to get wrong, though.
Just very slightly right of centre on that first red. He just didn't bother stretching.
Didn't bother.
Didn't bother stretching over the table to make the effort.
Justin hasn't really got the options for a pot here, I don't think. Nothing straightforward. Well, of course, there's one at the top there you can see. I didn't see that. Sorry.
But not
Going
taking
for
it. Hide the black up a little bit in case John was to clear up here. And if there's an option of John to nick off the red.
Yeah, just to split it up a little bit. Tell you what, if he does get
Yeah,
onto the black,
that's nice.
if he does get onto the black, it does go off that middle yellow at the top there.
That's a good shot.
Maybe.
Let's play it with quite a bit of pace.
Yeah.
That chance here. Famous John Jacobs face.
Oh!
Nightmare.
His face. Does he always make that face when he plays
It
a shot?
seems like I don't know if he's grimacing, if he's laughing. Bit of strange pain.
Yeah. There are. Well, it's funny. You see it in other sports, like Rafael Leao. He always smiles when he's on the ball.
Does he?
Always smiles. Yeah, it looks like he's smiling. It looks a bit like John Jacobs actually. Sort of a grimacy smile.
I know the devil is kind of an AI version of myself, but when I see John Jacobs' face when he's about to play a shot, it does remind me a bit of our devil. Next time he's at that angle, get the devil out and just compare the two faces.
Dirt.
Bag.
Dirt.
No need for that, Justin.
No need. I think, like, the good players, they shouldn't be allowed to play snookers.
Good
They shouldn't be allowed to. Like, if you're so good, clear up, mate. Go on.
Yeah.
Go for it. You know what I mean? Oh, no. And he splits the yellows for Justin as well. Does put it up against that black, but 2 shots to Justin. And you do say, Paul, that Justin is the best player in the world with 2 shots.
No doubt about it. snooker here, you know. You can develop off this one. Yeah.
Yeah, good shot. These all go now.
Best in the world with 2 shots.
These all go now.
Best in the world with 2 shots, Justin Bishop. Well, he won 2 flyers in a row. Jacob won last week. Looking good for winning his 3rd out of 4. Jacob asked me at the start of tonight, who's your money on? And I said, well, Justin Bishop. Boring answer, but he does seem to be the most consistent player.
Yep.
I have to give credit where it's due. Because we get a bit bored of seeing the same player win all the time. He wins plenty of them, but it's up to us all to try and get a bit better. To challenge the man here. Starting to get some serious dominance. Where are you, Dave Morgan? Ed Lewis?
Paul Robinson.
Paul Robinson, get yourself down here because it is the Justin Bishop show these days. Maybe you're all scared of him.
Must be. That'll do.
Yeah,
Delicious. There's a bit of a problem. If he does cannon into that yellow, there is a risk it's going to go ugly, but does well to avoid it. And now he can just come down and up here and leave the black. The top left.
Well, he missed an easier black than this in the last frame.
He did. And surely if Justin misses this, surely John clears up these 2 reds. But is he going to miss? Not this time. 3-1. Now that feels like a bit of a, you know, that's it really. It feels like he's not going to get back.
If you're a John Jacobs fan, they're sort of a bit deflated. Hopefully he's got some sort of belief still. He only needs 3 frames. He's 3 frames away from the title.
So, John, you need a good break here, son.
See the way he breaks in between his 2 fingers there.
Yeah, it's going to be dry. It's not the best splits.
Well, you know, when I'm playing these super good players and I get a horrible break like that, I think, okay,
I
well,
want to keep it close, maybe.
that's got me a few shots in this frame, probably. Ugly break.
Oh, he's gone for a little... Oh! He's been forced onto yellows. I tell you what, that's mad. It's worked out all right. That yellow on the right, go past that red. It's close. Oh, he's just hammered it. Let's see what happens.
I mean, look at that white spinning. Justin can relax. He's 3-1 up. Try a bit of magic. He needs magic to try and clear these up. Reds aren't exactly great either.
Going off the yellow. Tried it. Oh my God, that was close.
Oh, millimetre away.
Yeah, it was close to getting both of them. My God. What though from John? He's not given up yet. Pop this yellow away from the pocket now as well. Fancy. I think he did want to do that. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe the big pocket for the double here.
Oh yeah, true. Exactly what he went for, but it was just a little too full.
That
His last shot.
his last shot. It's been a good tournament for him. Happy you get to the final. Win one of these flyers. You gotta beat
Pig.
one of these big boys.
Gotta beat the pig.
Usually the pig, the bush pig. Not an easy task.
Yeah. Slightly awkward queuing here, but he hits the table with his hand a little bit there. He's not too super pleased. Left it a bit awkward for himself, but he does still have a pot to go for.
Very awkward queuing. Just the angle that he needs to put either of these at. It's right over the top of this one. I think it's just going to be a containing shot. If I'm Justin, or sorry, if I'm John and I'm looking at that, it's almost disrespectful.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, you're not going to clear that up, mate.
You're not going to clear these up, John. John could just slap him right in the face.
Leon Griffiths in the chat. Oi, oi, late joining. What have I missed?
Just go on then. He could slap him right in the face by clearing these up. Right here.
A half containing shot. Bad.
Leon highlights of the night. We had Jacob play Justin in round 2, the quarterfinals. Jacob was 3-0 up. Bushpig came back to win 4-3. Then we had another hill with the Bushpig and Dan Richards, the hard man. He was 3-1 up on Dan, and Dan brought it back to 3-all. A really cagey final frame. Again,
Oh, that's no
Bushpig got
good
it.
there from John.
Better players were arguably in the top half. There's chances for the likes of Leroy Smith, John Jacobs, Daniel Evans, all to make the final tonight, but John Jacobs is the one that did it.
Ooh.
Can you see that bottom yellow?
I don't know if he can see it. I don't think he can.
Your answer.
He's bundled it a little bit.
There's your answer. He cannot. Might just feather off the first yellow and hope.
Yeah.
But again,
He's got John on his problem ball here as well.
is he being disrespectful here?
I don't know.
To Double J. Clear up anyway.
Oh, John, you're better than that. You've been playing 10 times better than that tonight.
That was an awkward one on down the rail.
Yeah.
It was going to be tricky. Really careful attention. He's covered the bag, so Justin's going to come across the table here.
Off the red. It's all right. Black goes into the top left, does it? It's close. Oh, the devil!
The devil has struck one final time tonight. Nightmare. Maybe.
It's a chance here for John. Big chance.
Maybe a glimmer. Maybe a glimmer. Take your time, John Shan.
Johnson.
No real attempt to try and make this easy. Now, had he have done so, he could have played an easy snooker on the last red. Gone for here, the snooker.
Hold on. Not quite. Neil Griffith says it's nice to see the Newtown boys back. Absolutely. Always welcome.
Justin, can he see that into the top left? He might play the white all the way up the table, try and leave the black into the right centre if he does.
Hold on.
Left centre, I mean.
A bit.
He almost went into the right centre.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cut. Why is he doubling it? Oh! Absolutely
with venom.
hammered it in there to take the win
With
in this Thursday
venom.
night's flyer. He beats John Jacobs 4-1 in style. I mean, that was a fantastic finish from Justin.
Well done, Justin.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Another Thursday Night Flyer win for Justin Bishop. He's well ahead in terms of Thursday Night Flyer titles.
Yeah.
3 of the last 4 he has won. When Need some top players down here to beat him. Can we beat the Bush Pig?
All right, well, we'll have to wait till next week to find out. So, Thursday Night Fly next week, same time. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for all the likes and all the chats and all the stuff. People getting involved. It's very nice. Right, that's going to be it.